Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's having a wonderful evening tonight. Special shout outs to Post for getting in first and claiming the best seat in the house. But of course, as always, a wonderful evening to every one of my guests tonight. To Post, to Chris, to anyone else that might be lurking tonight, or just being out. Brash Bandicoot. Yes, it is Brash Bandicoot time. We are going to bash all the candidates. Zordon, hello Zordon. Hope you're doing well this evening. Hope everyone is doing very well this evening. As promised last week, guys, I did my homework. So for those of you that weren't here last week and missed out on a Helm's colossal skill issue, shall we just say, 2 weeks ago, we 100% completed Crash Bandicoot 1. And I forgot to save. And I forgot the autosave was off. So we didn't have anything saved. So we did try Stormy Ascent briefly last week, but that was hard. We're definitely going to have a bit of trouble with it tonight, that's for certain. So I did my homework last week, after last week's stream, after we did a bit of Crash Bandicoot 2. After stream, I went back and I completed the entirety of Crash Bandicoot 1 100%. I didn't need to do 100%, I could have just settled on like clearing it, but I've done it 100% and we've got 99 lives. If this can't get us through Stormy Ascent, then skill issue, I suppose. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I think having as many... So you went super ham and did all those. I did. I mean, to be fair, for me, playing Crash Bandicoot is not something that I need encouragement to do. I love this series. It's one of my favourite series of all time. So, having it on PC, it's funny. I have a few games that are my kind of comfort games, you know. I'm just like, if I'm sitting around, I just want something to do with my hands. I can boot these games up, I don't need to think much about them, and I can just play them and have a good time. My big comfort game for the past probably like 3 or 4 years has been Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel, the remake. I love that game so much. I've put in, I think my PS5 said like over 400 hours. I don't know if that counts just the PS5 or if that also counts all the time I put on back on the PS4. I'm honestly not sure. But that was my big comfort game. Now that I've got this on PC though, and this game loads up really quickly, it doesn't take long to load, this has kind of become a little comfort game for me. I was just hanging out in a voice chat the other day, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to fire up Crash Bandicoot 1 and just see how far I can get before we're in this voice chat, see how long it lasts. Come and guys, welcome in, hope you're having a wonderful evening tonight. I mean, all the more respect towards you for playing it again. Hey, as I said, I do not require an incentive to play this game again. I love Crash Bandicoot. It's just fun. You know, sometimes... Okay, I love games that have really big stories, really big characters. Like, I love the Final Fantasy games that have very deep plots. But sometimes you just want to fire up a game and just, you know, smash into boxes and just have a good time. Play Dr. Man, welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful evening tonight. Hope everyone's having a wonderful evening, as always, of course. So, guys, here's our plan for tonight. As you can see, as you may have noticed, the stream category down below, I've got it set to Crash Bandicoot because I don't know how long we're going to be stuck on Stormy Ascent for. We tried it a little bit last week, but with only 4 lives for it to continue, it was not going to go well. I think we could be here for a little while. Once we get past that, though, we will change it to Crash 2. So the goal is we're going to go finish Stormy Ascent, go on to Crash 2, and depending how long it takes us to finish Crash 2 tonight, we might go on to Crash 3. I'm not sure. It really does depend how long it takes us to get there. I'm more than happy to go on to Crash 3, but I figure that if we end up going... If it's a decently late time in the night by then we might just stop at 2 and save 3 for a fresh stream, or just play it by ear as it goes. It's very relaxing to just jump and spin and over it one astronomy. It certainly is October Stereo. Fantastic name, by the way. Welcome in. So guys, I say, let's not waste any... Ooh! Light lighting, let's go. Speaking of lightings, by the way, take a good look around, guys, because the scene's going to be a little bit different next week. It is, after all, getting that time of year, and Lady Helm's already got her decorations up. She always goes very ham with it. I respect the heck out of her for it. I don't have that much patience, but I'm not going to be leaving our stream undecorated, of course. So next week we will have our Christmas decorations up for a little while, so please look forward to that. Temper your expectations. I haven't gone that ham with them, but we've certainly got a few things for you guys to enjoy. Eli's Helm-Chan, she got stoned by the Ascent. Yay! Christmas! Hi, Ume, hi, Aquarina! Decorations, yeah, we got some lights in. I wanted to get some tinsel in, but tinsel does not play nice with my air vents. Actually, do you guys call it tinsel in America or whatever you may be? I don't know if tinsel is a very European thing or not. I was blown away when I discovered that Christmas crackers were a thing that we only have in Europe. Like, Americans just don't do Christmas crackers. That blew my mind. You think it's a tad loud? I can turn it down just a little bit. I may have accidentally scrolled up just a tad, so just go down to a little bit there. There we go. We have tinsel. It's very tasty. Oh my goodness. Crunchy tinsel. Okay, you do crunchy. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's just one of those things that always throws me off. I have a friend in another server who is Australian, and it's really weird because there are things that we do in Europe, in England, that Australia does, that America doesn't do. But then there's also things that are done in America that aren't in Australia. It's weird. Y'all don't have Christmas crackers? We have Christmas crackers. We have Christmas crackers. So, okay, Christmas cookies. No. Zordon, okay. I need to get you guys an image for this. I need to get you a reference, because I need to instruct you guys as to what Christmas crackers are, because they're not what you're thinking of, I suspect. I suspect when I say crackers, you're thinking of, like, savoury biscuits that you might put cheese on or something. What we have, if I can just get this image up here, we just add this in here. What we have here is... what did I say? This one. Okay, this is a Christmas cracker, right? What you are looking at here is a small cardboard tube that contains a small, I don't exactly know what it's made of, but it's like a little snap. When you pull it, it makes a loud bang. And yeah, it has I always have a crap paper hat inside, a terrible joke, and some sort of, I hesitate to call it a prize? Something inside of it. Like, usually you'll get like, I don't know, a toenail clipper, or maybe a pencil sharpener, or if you're really lucky, maybe you'll get like a whistle. Fast food level toy. I would even say worse than fast food level toy, honestly. It's really sub fast food level. Tyzilla, welcome! There you go, welcome in! Don't think I've seen those. Yeah, as far as I know, these are something that have only really seen in Australia and England. I don't know whether they've made them into their way across America. It's one of those weird traditions that everyone over here does, but no one knows why, because no one I really know really cares about them, because they're always full of rubbish. Like, the things you get out of them are almost universally terrible and pointless, and no one would ever want them. I think the best thing I ever got out of a Christmas cracker, honestly, is a toenail clipper, because at least a toenail clipper, you can use that for something. It does something, you know, it's not just a pointless little toy or something. It's a Christmas toy if it doesn't include the prize. True. The other one we have over here is we have something called Christmas pudding over here, which is another thing that I think is, you guys might think is a bit different. Our Christmas pudding, it's not like Jello pudding or like what Americans typically call pudding. It's basically just a fruit cake. But the best part about Christmas pudding is, traditionally, it is a choking hazard. Because traditionally, when you bake a Christmas pudding, you put coins in it. I believe like it used to be 6p coins many years ago. I don't think anyone actually does that these days, but it's very funny that we have a Christmas tradition that is literally just including a choking hazard. It's hilarious to me. Bread pudding, not quite bread pudding. It really is more like a fruit cake kind of thing. I don't personally like it. I think it's very dense, very stodgy. And not honestly very, very appetizing in my opinion. Lady Helm eats it. She's about the only one in the manor that does. We always buy one every year. She normally gets about halfway through it, and we usually end up throwing that half bit away. But hey, she's enjoying it, so we're not going to begrudge her it. She's paying for it after all. As Brits love choking hazards. True. I mean, at least we're more reasonable with it. We have Kinder eggs over here that Americans can't have due to weird American laws involving non-consumable products in consumable products. Even though there's no way anyone would accidentally consume the non-edible part of a Kinder egg. You would have to... I don't know what you'd have to do to fail to notice it. Gamble while eating, either you get money or choke. Why not both? Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'd love to find out like what kind of weird and wonderful traditions you guys have at some point. Because I feel like after a while, traditions become those things where you just don't think about them, you know? Like, I don't think twice about Christmas crackers being a thing, but then I'll go into a server full of American people, and they'll be like, what on earth is a Christmas cracker? I'm like, how do you not know what a Christmas cracker is? What? Everyone has Christmas crackers. They're pointless. No one actually really likes them, but we have to do them because otherwise the social contract will crumble. Society as we know it will come to an end because we don't have our Christmas crackers, clearly. I know about Christmas crackers because of Harry Potter. That makes sense. I haven't read Harry Potter. I've seen the films. I never got around to reading the books. But I could definitely imagine, yeah, since Harry Potter is English, I could definitely imagine them having them in it. Certain. Okay, guys. I've put this off for long enough. No, I said I'm joking. I am looking forward to this. And it's time for us to ascend the storm. Let's go to the game screen, and let's see how many lives Helm loses before we clear this. So I'll catch you guys by the game screen in just a moment, okay? You know the drill. Keep your hands, legs, ears, noses, and all other body parts clear the closing doors, and I'll see you there in just a second. Alrighty guys, we're here on the title screen. And I gotta say, this game has some very strange interactions with the mouse. So, I don't know if you guys do this, I like to play my games in Windows mode. Not even just because of streaming, like obviously streaming is good Windows mode is good for streaming rather, but I just prefer playing in Windows mode because I find it a lot easier to go to other windows. I also have a very bad habit. If I'm playing a very long game, I'll typically turn the volume down and just watch YouTube on the side, which maybe that's part of why I keep missing my failing to finish games. I don't know. But anyways, we're right here. Which level we're doing? We are going to the one and only Stormy Ascent. I click continue, and I've made 100% sure that we have saved our 100% clear file this time because I go to my files here. We are 100% saved. The reason why the autosave shows Cortex and the other 3 saves are showing Castle Machinery, I can just show this off real quick. So Castle Machinery here is a fantastic level if you want to grind lives once you have the green gem. And that's because the green gem path is right here. You just jump on the gem, and there's just a billion lives here. I think if I recall correctly, there's like 38 lives here, something like that. So, yeah. Super short level thanks to that path, even if we miss a billion boxes. There's a lot of boxes. Hey, Crash, you okay there? Okay, there we go. He's fine. He's fine. Everything's fine. He just got my back up. So yeah, now that we've got 99 lives, now we're going to try it. We're going to try Stormy Ascent. For those of you that don't know this level, the reason why on the map this level is purple, you see like how the nodes on the map are mostly red, but then these 2 are purple? That's because this is actually new content. In the original PlayStation 1 release of Crash Bandicoot, this level was on the disc. If you knew the right Game Shark codes, you could actually access this level. It was fully playable. But they took the level out of the game because they genuinely thought it was too difficult for the average player. And when you consider that in the original Crash Bandicoot 1, to get the gem for any level, you had to do it without dying once? Yeah, I think they probably got onto something with that. I think this is definitely hard enough. So, in this version, the remake, they put this level back in as a fun little bonus bit of content. So this is the infamously difficult level. This is a level that was so hard, the game developers themselves took it straight out of the game. We have 99 lives. Let's see how many we have by the time we're done. I'm not even confident that we'll be doing this in one lot. Yeah, good luck. You're gonna need it. I think I probably will. Alright. So we've seen the start of this level. We did try something a little bit last week, but we only had 4 lives last week. So we kept getting game overs very early. So this way at least we've got a lot of deaths to potentially try. Good luck out, thank you, I might need it. I think I will need it. This level is definitely, it doesn't mess around. Its reputation is quite well earned, I'd say. Okay, so these are synced. Yep. Now, Rio tokens, there's a bonus stage in this map, in this level as well, which will be required for the gem. We are going for the gem. I don't care about getting... Nope. That's not good timing. I'm not worried about getting the relics in Crash Bandicoot 1. In Crash 1, in every Crash Bandicoot game, I should say, there are time trials. In Crash 3, they are required to get 100%. In Crash 1 and 2, they weren't in the original games. They were added as part of this insane... Okay, strange hitboxer. Could be gamble service to someone that you get through or not. Oh, that's fun, actually. I don't know how to set that up. How do I set that up? Hold on. It's prediction, isn't it? Prediction. Here we go. Give me a second here. Okay. How many lives will that's fucking top buddy. How have left at the end of... I have left, that'll do. And we'll go for like... I don't know how many outcomes about that, how many options we can give here. It might just be 2. Let's just figure out. 1 to 20, say. 21 to 40. 41 to 60. 61 to 80. 81 to 99. And submission period, we'll just put it on for like 10 minutes, I think. We need to confirm the outcome within 24 hours of the prediction window. Once you start, you cannot change it. If the outcome isn't selected or the prediction is deleted, all channel points will be returned to the owners. Okay, that's fine, go. So, I'm just reading this because I've never done it before. So there you go, guys. If you'd like to gamble your service tickets, there's your prediction. Feel free to decide to guess how many lives you think I'll have left. I have 99 at the start. I suspect that number's going to go down quite a bit, but feel free to have more confidence in me than I do. I just spent a ton of them. Oh no. Well, I hope that you spent them wisely. That's all I can say. I mean, at least I'm not completely blind. We did have a little peek into them all last week. So, and I could have gambled. Well, gambling might not have paid off, you never know. But you spend the tickets, you guarantee to get something good out of it. You gamble though, you might not get anything. So, I'm deliberately not looking at to see what people are doing because I'm curious, you know. I'm curious what people are going to think. Oh, okay, well, 99's down. That's okay. We knew we weren't going to go that far. I knew this was not going to be a deathless shot. But 2k on 61 to 80, oh my gosh, so I'm not going to lie, that feels like a reasonable guess, but I don't know, we'll see. Alright, this jump's tricky from what I remember because, yeah, this has got a pretty long one. Pretty long timing. Now, here we go. I don't do real gambling, it's my only shot. Good! Glad to hear. I'm glad to hear you don't do real gambling. Oh, this is, awkward, okay. There we go, okay. That wasn't actually as scary as I thought it would be. Okay, so far so good, but I mean, I feel like we're still quite early in the level. No! Ah, dang it! Dang it. Do I have 34k? Oh my gosh, son. Didn't realize I had so many, wow. I'll have to to try and figure out some more expensive redeems for you guys. Take John 17! I apologize if I butchered your name. Thank you for the follow, I really appreciate it. I had a great time tonight. Welcome in. We're trying our way through Stormy Ascent and seeing how it goes. This jump is the one that's weird, because these stairs have a much longer cycle than I think they do. Oh, Yeti-sama! You subscribed with your Prime! Oh, thank you so much for your subscription. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Yeti-sama. I'm glad you have such fun here. As I always say, guys, everyone that donates, subscribes, whatever, I never expect anyone to. I'm just happy that you guys are enjoying yourselves here, but the fact that you guys enjoy yourself here enough to want to support the channel like this really does mean a lot to me, so thank you all so much. Thank you so much, Yeti-sama. Here's hoping that whatever you ended up putting your tickets on, if anything, is correct for you. Okay, that's fine. Damage boost. It's actually a strategy. We're not done. Oh, that almost went bad. Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. Nothing's wrong. Look at this. This is literally the easiest video game I've ever played in my life. Okay. Watch this timing. So they come out on the same cycle. Oh, that's awkward. Okay. shoot! Dang it. That is tight. You kind of have to pre-jump into that before it switches up. But yeah, how's it going? It's going well. I hope you're doing well tonight yourself as well. We've kind of just been getting started here, but we've got a prediction up if you'd like to guess how many lives I'm going to have left by the end of this. Checkpoint was so close. Oh no, was it? I didn't even see it. I don't know. So Crash Bandicoot is an interesting thing. I don't know if this was a feature that they kind of advertised it, but Crash Bandicoot has kind of an adaptive difficulty thing. Essentially, if you die too many times without hitting a new checkpoint, the game will give you an Aku mask, which is, you know, extra hit point basically. And if you die a lot, it will even turn boxes into checkpoints that aren't normally. I don't know if this stage has these features or if they took them out on this one. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Let's time this correctly. So he throws it, then we jump next one. There we go. Crash Bandicoot's always on my mind if I'm bored. Oh, I'm glad to hear it! The Holy Hobnob, fantastic name. Welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful evening tonight. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Oh, man, now I want to get some hobnobs. Hobnobs are a brand of biscuit over here. Kind of an OT sort of... a bit like a flapjack, I guess you could say, sort of. I don't want them now. I haven't had them in a while, actually. No, that's wrong. I timed that wrong. I messed that up. Okay. This one I think screwed me last time. Okay, next one comes out. Oh, dang it. Close. I know what I need to do with that. I know what I need to do. I just need to get the timing and the execution right. Just need to avoid a skill issue. Personally, I've always thought Crash didn't have enough gambling, so this is great. You know, I would not trust Crash in a casino. I don't think he'd understand what's going on. I think he'd probably eat the not vending machines, the slot machines. He'd just like chew on the handle of them. Oh shoot, dang it, too early. Alright, well, we're down to 94. There is a slight bit of skewing for this because we are gaining a small amount of one per fruit each time we die, so lives might end up a little bit swift, but I think it'll be close enough as to not make a difference. He's done anyway. Yeah, he is. Not a problem. Was browsing Twitch while in bed because something to have on in the background came across you. Love the water bike. Oh, well, thank you so much, Holy Hobnob. Welcome in. I hope you enjoy your time while you're here, and I hope that you enjoy watching me die horribly. Because that seems to be the trend so far. Alright, let's get this down right. Oh, okay. Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. Alright, okay. So far, so good, but we haven't got to the hard part yet. This bit's easy. Just looks okay. Okay, we've got an Aku, so we could use that for a damage boost if we need to. I'd like to preserve it, but if we have to, then so be it. Oh shoot! Dang it! We've got a bonus Aku now, so... Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing's wrong. Nothing is wrong. I can't believe we just made negative progress. Okay, we're back to... Nothing happened. We didn't accidentally go backwards in the stage. That would be silly. Imagine doing something like that. I'm so happy about holidays again. I love the holidays. I'm amazed you're brave to tackle this challenge. I haven't beat a single Crash game despite playing so much as a kid. Crash is one of my favourite series. I'm on record as saying I don't like difficult games. I'll never play a Souls-like, anything like that. It's not my cup of tea. But if I like a game that's not particularly difficult, I'm more than willing to subject myself to a hard challenge in that game. So I don't think, although I personally don't find Crash Bandicoot very difficult, this level is definitely difficult. And because I like the regular Crash Bandicoot, I'm willing to give the hard one a try. And I want to get this done. I want to play this. You can do it on my 90 points depending on you. I will try my best, Plague. I can only offer to do that. Oh, come on! He slipped off the edge! I like difficult games, but that's great for you. I like easy games, but at the end of the day, that's the great thing about gaming. Nothing's for everyone, and play what you like, don't play what you don't like. I like hard challenges in games that I don't find easy, don't find difficult to begin with. But if the game's like default difficulty is very difficult, that to me, that dissuades me from playing it personally. Hence why I don't do Souls-likes or anything like that. The worst part is we haven't... Last week when we tried this, we haven't actually got as far as we did last week yet. Okay, that's fine. We'll damage boost that. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. We don't need those Aku Aku masks anyway. They will just slow us down. Alright, this is a bit of screwing us up. That's fair. I've always been too twitchy and panicky when it comes to platforms like Crash. I haven't even beaten Mario games for the same reason. That's fair, honestly. I mean, I have a terrible track record for beating games in general. It's funny, Crash Bandicoot is the only game that I have beaten multiple times I can still enjoy. A lot of the games I play are things like RPGs where replaying them can be a little bit of a slog sometimes, but yeah. Alright, let's get this bit done. We've got, if we miss the jump, we'll land on the spikes and damage boost. That's fine! That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, we got the damage boost, that's fine, we've made progress. We failed upwards. This bit's not too bad. Alright. Alright, so far so good. I remember these jumps from last week. These are very, very, careless jumps. Okay. Okay, good. Going alright. Okay. Wow, this is going scarily good. Ah, okay, that's fine. I knew that was going to happen eventually. We were going to run into something. Okay, we're making progress. If nothing else, this level is certainly giving me a good feel for quite how far Crash can actually jump, I will say. Not something that you usually have to get tested on too strongly in these games. That was a bit close. Alright, this was the one we messed up last time. There we go! Easy peasy, easy clap. Alright. Now let's not mess it up before we find another checkpoint. No. Jump! Okay. Question, if you reclaim a life, does that count towards the total you were left with? I'm not going to keep track of how many lives I gain. I'm just going to go based on what we end on, I think. And if we end up having to game over, then I don't know what we... Dang it. I don't know what we did for the prediction in that case. I didn't think that far ahead. I'm pretty with 90 lives left, we can still do this, hopefully. Okay. This guy. So I was like, oh no, absolutely fair. Fair sort of. I didn't think that far ahead myself, I'll be honest. Oh! Shoot. Dang it. This section is one of those ones that's definitely... Okay, I think this stage in general, a lot of these jumps look a lot easier than they are, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I could definitely imagine you looking at this and thinking like, oh, some of these jumps are pretty easy, just time it right, yeah? And it's actually like, it's actually kind of hard when you're trying to do it. I think we actually skimmed that spike there, but we'll take that, we'll take that. The game wants to be nice, we will not argue. Okay, this was an awkward jump. There we go, okay. Alright. This will need to just commit to on the next cycle. Oh, shoot! Dang it! Whoa! 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 They actually put an Easter egg of the wall Crash Bandicoot into Crash 4. It's pretty funny. Almost walked off that too early. That was a bit awful. Okay. I don't need the Wampus, but I want to get the gem. So we have to break every box, even though we don't really need the lives. Oh, wow, that was good to make that. Okay. Okay. All right. We're getting consistent. We're getting better. So, man, that is so tough. You need to commit to that jump right away. And if you mess it up, there's no recovering from it. I'm not even sure if those are on like the same cycle or not. I could have sworn that aligned better. I can't imagine they'd have done that though. That seems like a very obvious mistake they wouldn't do. Maybe I'm just bad at timing. That's definitely what it is. I'm bad at timing. I guess you could say I missed the timing, that's a joke for you, game players. If you don't get that joke, congratulations, it means you've avoided Yu-Gi-Oh! Good job. Oh, that. There we go. Okay. Alright. Next time it comes back. There we go. Okay, we're back on. We're back in the saddle. Good. Oh, are you kidding? That jump looks so easy! Oh my gosh. That jump looked easier than the ones that I've failed before, and I messed it up. I'm so annoyed at myself. I understood that reference. Just occurs to me, actually, I don't think I've ever shared with you guys my miss the timing character. I'll do that at some point. Some of you guys know, one of my hobbies is I like turning things into anime girls that are usually not anime girls. I did that to Time Wizard. And I decided that she would be called Miss the Timing. Get it? Like Miss, like it's a title, like Miss and Mrs. Yeah, I'm very funny. You're allowed to laugh. Also, very bad at video games. I wonder... No, I don't think you can slide down that gap there. I think that's too narrow. Now we're doing, what, 86? Wow, that 99 is going down quick. And we still need to get... I haven't even seen this stage as far as the bonus stage yet, so... God knows how hard the bonus stage is going to be. On the plus side, once we get to the bonus stage, we do have infinite lives in the bonus stage. Dying in a bonus stage does not count towards your actual life count. Zuminator! Welcome in, hope you're doing well this evening. And Gaia, thank you forever. Let's go. So I see you to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Constantly to an anime go. Yeah, it's just a pun really, but yeah. Have you ever got angry at a game? Oh, all the time. I'm a lot better with it now than I used to be. When I was younger, I used to get very tilted by games, and it still happens occasionally. Like, I'm not going to say I'm immune to getting angry at games, but I've had it happen in the past where it happens, but... Dang it. Yeah, usually these days, if I get mad at a game, I just stop playing it, frankly. If I'm not having fun, I'm getting mad at the game, why am I playing the game? That's how I look at it. Like, games are something you do to have fun and unwind. If you're playing a game and getting angry at it, why are you playing the game? At that point, the game is not doing its job. Do something else. And I know there've been times when I've not taken that advice myself. I used to play League of Legends. I'm still emotionally recovering from that experience. But I used to play League of Legends for a while. And I definitely had games where I came out of that game absolutely tilted off the face of the planet. Oh, that was unfortunate. But I have a very vivid memory of dying to the spike, but also a very vivid memory of playing. I can't remember what I was playing. I was playing some character in League of Legends, and I was on bot lane. I was playing support, and the enemy team had a Kog'Maw on their team. Wow, I just botched that tremendously. That wasn't even close. I don't know what I was doing there. There was a Kog'Maw on the enemy team. And this Kog'Maw made our entire team look like absolute buffoons. Like, we were doing absolutely dreadful. This Kog'Maw was absolutely destroying our team, absolutely carrying their team. And hey, you know what? Fair play to the Kog'Maw. Guy was playing it the champion like a champion. He was really good at the game. And I'm not good at the game. I was terrible at the game. But I was already on a loss streak that night. Dang it. I was already on a losing streak. And rather than do the sensible thing and say to myself, okay, games aren't working out tonight, let's step away for a moment, let's go to bed, see how we feel in the morning, try it again later. Rather than doing that, dang it, I decided to myself, you know what, that Kog'Maw, that champion, he's so cheap. What a cheap champion. You just click on people and kill them and win. It's so easy. Anyone could do it. I bet I could do it, but I haven't played the champion before. So I queued up as Kog'Maw. I never played ADC before. I've always, whenever I played that game, I played top lane, or I played support. I never ADC'd because I was bad at ADC. It turns out Kog'Maw is not easy. It turns out Kog'Maw is actually very difficult to play well. And I proceeded to have probably the worst game of League of Legends I've ever had. And I went to bed that night feeling like absolute garbage. Like, not even just upset at the game, I somehow reflected that onto me being terrible as a robot. That I was bad because I couldn't play Kog'Maw in the funny League of Legends game. Dang it! Oh, we can't even jump off that. Oh, that's so annoying. So yeah, I am not immune to tilt. These days I am a bit more wiser to divorcing myself from the situation and taking a break from the game when I'm not doing well with it. I used to play Hearthstone for like 8 years. There's definitely plenty of times where I've been tilted that I should have put the game down and walked away. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Dezella! Hope you're doing alright. Hope you're enjoying watching me die horribly here. Do you think you would lose your senses? I don't think so, because this is really difficult. But I love this game. Crash Bandicoot is one of my favourite games. Because I like this game, and because I'm decent at Crash Bandicoot, you know, I've finished it multiple times 100%, so I clearly know how to play the game. This is a fun challenge for me. This is not frustrating. That's fine, we'll just tank through that. This is not frustrating. This is a test of my reflexes, my skills. If a game was this difficult from the beginning, this would be frustrating, and this would be... Okay, if this was level 1 of Crash Bandicoot, I would never have gotten into Crash Bandicoot. I'll just put it that way. That's how I feel about Souls games. Like, in Souls games, I feel like start you... Ah, dang it. Can we damage boost? No, we can't. That is too high to jump. Okay. If we fall off there, we really can't get up. Yeah, I like games that start you in easy, ramp it up fairly. I don't like being thrown in at the deep end and being told to figure it out. Case in point, one of my examples that I've finished a few times. The critically acclaimed MMORPG, Final Fantasy XIV. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? It's the one which has the unlimited free trial that goes up to level 70, has the base game, A Realm Reborn, the Organ expansion, Heavensward, and the second expansion, Stormblood. Yeah, there was no limitations on playtime, that one, you know. In that game, I love that game. I played the heck out of that game. I have over 1,000 hours in that game. Okay, I don't know how that happened, but we'll take it. I literally have spent over a year of my runtime playing that game. And I don't mean idling, I mean actively playing, because I don't leave that game on when I'm not playing it. That game is not particularly difficult. If you're playing that game casually, it's a fairly easy game. Wow, that was a terrible jump. If you're playing it casually, it's a fairly easy game. But if you like the game and you want the challenge, there is hardcore content in that game. And I used to do the hardcore content. I had some friends of mine that we would do what's known as a static. Essentially, it means basically we meet up twice a week at an agreed upon time. We're going to work together to run the really hard content and try and clear it together. It's a good time. It was a fun experience. I eventually got burnt out of it. That wasn't the content itself being burnt out, it was just kind of everything around it. A lot of people like to joke about MMOs that after a while they start to feel like a job. And I definitely kind of hit that point with it after a while where I wasn't having fun, but I'd made an obligation and I felt committed to it. So, yeah, that's what I'm with that. But point being, if a game is easy but has a hard challenge, I'm up for the challenge. If I'm enjoying the game itself to begin with. If a game is just hard to begin, let's go. Alright. New personal best. We have not seen this bonus stage before. If we die in this bonus stage, it's okay. The bonus stages do not use our lives. Okay, we need to be very careful how we need to hit that exclamation mark box, which means we'll have to backtrack here. How do we not die to this? Ah, that's interesting. Oh, I see. Aha. Okay, I think I see what we have to do with this. It'll be tough, but I think I see the proverbial line. I'm actually going to leave these boxes because I kind of feel like these boxes are a trick. Working on by often 3 hours. Hopes it's been better so far. It has been actually. It has. Hope it works okay for you. You have a great time. And if we're still here, then yeah, getting mad at Crash Jet. We're not getting mad. We're having a good time. Right, it's time is perfectly. Like that. Let's go. Okay, this is a trick, but not the trick I thought it was. We need to try this again. Alright, let's try this again. I mean, if you're paying for the subscription for the MMO, might as well play it, right? Exactly, yeah. Funnily enough, I know I know some people, I have a couple of friends that kind of turn their nose up at the idea of paying a subscription fee for an MMORPG. And don't get me wrong, I'm not going to say like, everyone's financial situation is different. These people I'm referring to do not have, they're not in a situation where they couldn't afford it, I'll just say that. They're not, they're not hard up. They just don't agree with it on a sort of moral, philosophical level. And I can kind of see that. I'll say this though, personally, yes. When I was playing Final Fantasy 14 Hardcore, I actually saved a lot of money because I didn't buy any other video games. I can't believe I messed that up so badly. That was dreadful. It's okay though. This is a checkpoint. We're fine. But if you drop by and just say, I tried sending you the Jank Gate Gardeners today, stay at Helm on Twitter. Oh, I didn't see it. I will say, for whatever reason, my DMs on Twitter are really buggy for some reason. I don't know why. I've had a lot of times where someone's messaged me and it doesn't show up as a notification until like literally weeks later. I mean, thankfully it's never been anything important. It's always been like, GFX bots, but yeah, I don't know what's going on. Although my Twitter DMs are open, they're not necessarily reliable, unfortunately. Okay. I'm still a bit scared of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. What is going on here? Okay, let's just bonus up and see where this takes us. See what this does. Okay. Oh, there's... Okay, blocks above that. I see. Got it. Okay. Give us another try then. On the plus side, I believe once we do clear this, I believe this is actually an actual checkpoint as well. As far as I know, once we die... dang it, too early. Once we die, this bonus walk will become an actual checkpoint. I'm very glad that the bonus walk, by the way, doesn't count as against our life totals, because we have definitely done a lot here. And again, how are we doing? Oh, can't see them in here. That's fine, I'll check after. That part's easy. That's the easy bit. That's also easy. That's what we have to do. We have to break those first so that we can bounce on them. In fact, I think I've seen a trick here as well I might avoid. Get on here. Jump. Oh, are you kidding? They put a TNT up there. Oh, that is so cheeky. I can't believe they did that. That is sneaky. Alright, devs. Alright. Matt, again, I want to reiterate as well, by the way. I want to reiterate. In the PS1 version of this game, you have to clear the stage without dying. And getting all the boxes to get the gem in the... Yeah, that was not good enough. To get the gem in the stage. Also in the PS1 version, you could not retry the bonus stage. In the PS1 version of the game, if you died in the bonus stage, that was it. You were locked out of this bonus stage until you completed the entire level again up to this point. I'm very, very glad they removed this level from the game. Dang it, too early again. 80 lives. Okay, we're not doing too horrific so far, but we've got to clear this bonus stage. I think there might not be too much of a level left once we get past it, because there's 22 boxes in this bonus bit. The OG had a really bad set. It sure did laugh into death, it sure did. Welcome in there, I hope you had a great time tonight. It's funny, a lot of people I knew that had this get, oh, that happened too early. No, we're fine, we're fine. Oh, that was messed up. I need to leave at least one of those to bounce over. Yeah, a lot of people I knew that had this game on the PS1 never actually cleared it legitimately. But everyone I knew the 100% completion code for this game. Because the PS1 version had passwords, because back then memory cards weren't even that widely adopted yet. I still remember that password to this day. Triangle, 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 X. Oh shoot, dang it! Miscounted. Triangle, 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 X square. Triangle, 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 square, X. Triangle, circle, triangle, 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 circle, square, triangle, X, 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 X. I remember that password because I put it in so many times just to try and play the later levels I couldn't get to when I was a kid. Took me a while before I finally understood the OG legit. I salute you, so madam, for doing that 100% legit, because I never did that when I was a child. I did not 100% complete this game until they gave us this updated version. 8, 4, 5. Okay, good. Dang it! I was actually alright with that one. But I actually had that one okay. Also did it a few years ago in one since they didn't have a memory card to save. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. Get a bit of the timing on that. Yeah, that should be fine. Ah. Okay, the boxes don't spawn up here. I get the impression I didn't expect that to happen, but that's fine. Massive Cortex gets a bad rap and crap, and honestly I don't know why. It's just with the originals. I'll tell you this after it. I can tell you why it gets bad rap. There's just a distinct lack of polish in it compared to the originals. Wrath of Cortex is not an awful game, but the okay. Please tell me that hits the block. Okay, good. Yeah, so the Wrath of Cortex, it has just a bit of a lack of polish. There's also a few other gimmicks in it that are just not very good. I will always say the best Crash Bandicoot game for my money is Crash 2. I think Crash 2 polishes up Crash Bandicoot's its core gameplay perfectly, with enough mixing it up to keep things interesting. You've got the wakeboarding, you've got the bear levels. It's a nice bit of spice, but it doesn't dominate the game. 3 and Wrath of Cortex have way too many gimmick levels in my opinion, especially Wrath of Cortex, and also Wrath of Cortex has 3 things with Wrath of Cortex that not many people necessarily talk about, but in my opinion make it a really bad game. The first one, the climbing, the monkey bars, where you're climbing overhead, like the overhead bars. The speed for that, for whatever reason, is ridiculously slow for no reason. There's no reason for it to be that slow. Second one is in the underwater levels, they give you a submarine that is really slow, gives you a massive hitbox, and doesn't turn on a dime. Like, if you're going to the right and you tap left, it makes Crash face outwards towards you on the screen, and there's no purpose for this state. There's no reason to want to be in the looking towards the screen state. It's just there to slow you down. And the third one, this one is a very pedantic one. This is a very nitpicky one. In Wrath of Cortex, if you start a time trial, it does not remove your Aku Aku masks. That might not seem like a big deal, but it means that you can cheese things a lot easier by farming Aku Akus first and then doing the time trials because you just tank 2 hits for free. Or get your invulnerability going, yeah? Oh, let's go. Actual checkpoint. 10 boxes left. How long could it be? Originally, I thought Cortex was going to be open world, but backdoor shenanigans led to it being a safe sequel. That is a shame. I will say this though, oh, dang it. Although I don't like Wrath of Cortex, I do like Twinsanity. I think Twinsanity is a flawed game, but a very fun game. I love how much... Dang it. What am I doing here? I love how much personality the characters have in Twinsanity. I think it's a lot of fun for that. Oh, missed on that completely. I literally jumped into that. I don't know whether I'd say there's a single... There's no Crash Bandicoot game that is like so bad I'd never recommend anyone play it. But there's definitely Crash Bandicoot games that I would recommend over other games. Like, honestly, the original trilogy, you can't go wrong with it. It's just a great experience, start to finish. Yeah, Crash-wise, a little bit janky at times. Like, some of the levels aren't the most exciting at times, but it's fine. It does the job well enough. Okay, let's jump onto this one here. Like that out. Next one. Okay. Crash Boom Bang. Laughing to death, what are you talking about? There's no game called Crash Boom Bang. Could you imagine if there was a game called Crash Boom Bang on the Nintendo DS that was a terrible Mario Party clone? Could you imagine? That would be awful. What a terrible idea that would be. I'm sure glad we don't live in a timeline where that is a thing, right? Oh, that's sneaky. Okay, I see what they're doing here. Okay, that's fine. I literally can't believe I jumped into that. Crash 1 is Robert Mohat Heritage. Crash Bash streaming. I'll be real with you, laughing to death. I don't hate Crash Bash. Don't get me wrong, it's not a good game. But I'm too nostalgic for it to actually hate it. I have a lot of fond memories of that game. I never finished it 100% because it was actually kind of hard to do 100%, but I can't hate that game even though I know it's not good. They did also give us Rillaroon, which, as we all know, is the best Crash Bandicoot character, right? Everyone's favourite character is Rillaroon. He's so good, they put him in Crash Team Racing twice! That was so hilarious. Oh, dang it. Dang it. I did 4% back when Caddy did a few years ago. Oh, awesome. I need to get my head on another copy of it. I don't think my copy works anymore. I haven't tried it in a long time, but I did not take care of my PS1 discs, I'll just say that. My PS1 discs are, they're quite scratched, to put it mildly. And I hate myself for this because I have a few PS1 games that are, quite valuable these days, or they would be if I had them in good condition. I have a bit of a record of having things that, in hindsight, were quite valuable, and I did not treat them well enough. I have a copy of Klonoa on PS1, and that game goes for a lot of money these days. And the box is in pieces, and I don't think the disc works. And I think I lost the manual at some point. Yeah. It wasn't on purpose. I was just a stupid child. No one knew that Klonoa was going to be valuable. Okay. Yeah, that kind of that fast platforming I actually find a lot easier than the timing of moving ones for some reason. I'm so looking at lined up. That was not. It was not a smart jump. That was a blind jump. At the risk of jinxing myself, I feel like the start of this level has been a lot harder than the second part so far. Not all my cases, like I thought, yeah, I didn't throw my cases, but I did throw out a lot of manuals. I didn't throw my PS1 cases out, but I did throw out all my Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color boxes. I wish I hadn't done that. Dang it, that's tricky. Especially because, again, I have some games that at the time no one thought would be, no one thought video games would be worth anything in the future. So I had things like the original Pokemon Red, I had the original Pokemon Blue, Yellow, I had like Gold, Ruby, Sapphire, and like those games go for money now, and I'm like, dang. Only I'd known that. Oh, I think that's actually timed this correctly. Crash Pumpkin turned out pretty good. Oh, awesome, you carved a Crash Pumpkin? That's great. I've never done pumpkin carving, I've never, dang it. I've never given that one a try. I think I would just make a mess, to be honest. I am not especially artistic, especially when it comes to things like carving, or sculpting, I should say. There's a reason why I do model kits. All the hard work is done for you. I did your Woman cosplay. I've never heard that one before, but I'll take it. I could think of far worse Digimon to be compared to than Woman. She is very pretty. Dang it! Okay. I think I jinxed myself when I said that the first start stage was easier than the second part, because this jump is tricky. Never mind, we just did it. Oh, that is tight. How do we do that? I wonder if we can do a high jump and they do a complete cycle while we're in the air, maybe? Hey, Helm, Bandicoot, 19, hope you're doing well. Oh, you're doing well, 75 lads, okay, not too bad. Yeah, this is an awkward jump. Okay, yeah, that's a trick. And then not, okay, alright. We know the trick. We've seen through your deception. Okay, well that was just, hey, that just got happened to me, I didn't even participate in that. You know, I'm really glad that I already committed to not doing the time trials in this game, because I would never want to time trial this. Whoever has the world record on this stage, I can only salute them. Wow, that is another... You know, just don't put the spikes there, guys. Come on, just let us full trial do if we're going to fall there. I'm not the best in some basic things. Oh no, no, take, oh dear. Well, take care of yourself, dear. I drink plenty of fluids, you know, try and do what you can to keep yourself, you know, wrapped up and warm, or, you know. There's only so many things I can say to you, but I'm sure you've heard a billion times before. Do take care of yourself. Crash 4 looks at this level and says, what if the entire game was like this? I don't know if I'd go quite that far, but Crash 4 is definitely significantly harder. I have 100%ed Crash 4. Dang it. Minus the insane relics. I've done the time trials, I've done every gem, but I do not care to do the insane relics. I don't count the completion percentage, so I don't care. And I'm kind of in Kadikarus's camp when it comes to Crash 4, where... Dang it, I keep mistiming this. Oh, shit. I'm in Kadikarus's camp when it comes to Crash 4, where it's not a bad game. It's a perfectly serviceable, fun enough game, as long as you just care about getting to the end of the game. As soon as you want to complete the game 100%, it becomes a miserable slog, and I don't know what developers thought that... I don't know which of the developers thought that we needed to play... dang it, I keep messing up this jump! Get it together, Helm! I don't know which developer thought we needed to play Hunt the Box in every single stage. Like, trying to 100% the boxes in a Crash Bandicoot game should not be as difficult as it was in that game, that's for certain. That's how I feel, anyway. I also will admit I did... Helm. This is your process of speaking. Please stop doing the same mistake you make every single time. Thank you. Let's try it again. Sorry if I'm no, Fortnite, just take care of yourself, okay? I said like no fun being sick, I understand that, but if I can give you even a bit of a distraction from whatever's ailing you at the moment. Helm! Oh my god, Helm, why do you do... Helm, why are you like this? Helm, please. I'm not even getting mad at the game, I'm getting mad at myself for making the same mistakes. Alright. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? How would I did this jump so easy before. Okay, that's fine, whatever. That doesn't mean anything. This jump was not this hard before, and now suddenly I cannot do it to save my life, of which I have 65 left. I'm very glad that I did farm these lives up. Oh my god, I can again. Something that my approach isn't working here, and I need to work out what I'm doing wrong. This makes you sometimes rush yourself. You know, you're right, Shiro. I'm getting annoyed at myself, and that's making me impatient, and I'm making mistakes. Let's analyze this a bit closer. If we do this... Okay. Nope. I thought about it, and I did the exact same thing as before. What the heck am I doing wrong? What the heck am I doing here? How did I do this correctly before? I feel like I'm... In my mind, I'm doing the same thing I did when I did this correctly. I haven't done this correctly before. I have got past this jump before, right? I swear I did it once or twice. Shouldn't be loud. I said, ah! You guys have fun at my expense. This is a hard level. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Right, we did do it. Okay, there we go. New check. Well, not new checkpoint, but new personal best. What on earth is going on here? There's a 2... being surrounded by a 3. This jump looks really unsafe. We'll go for it. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. That looked a lot harder than it was. Let's go. Let's go. Let's freaking go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Stormy Ascent. 100% done. 56 out of 56 gems. Which doesn't even increase our... Oh, it does increase the completion percentage. Neat! 102%. Let's go. This is to go even further beyond! And now for the flex, we will save this in every single slot, because the other day, when I tried this, I forgot to save. So it looks like we have 64 lives remaining. So guys, we're gonna go into Crash 2 in just a bit. I need to take a brief break for myself, we'll take a quick few minutes. So we ended on 64 lives. So 64 is the final one. While we take our break, I'm going to be adjusting the stream settings, and I'll also look into how I actually have to set up the give you guys your redeem for your predictions, because I've never done this before. We'll figure it out in the break. I didn't start yet, but you said you went Metal Greymon. Metal Greymon's fine, yeah. If Metal Greymon's too complicated, Ugly is also fine. I love Ugly as well. So guys, we'll take a brief break for ourselves. I'll be back in a few minutes for a quick little ad, and when we get back, we'll go into Crash Bandicoot 2, okay? So please keep your hands clear of closing doors, and I'll see you guys in just a few moments, okay? See you guys shortly. And we're back, everyone! And I had to figure it out. It wasn't too hard, actually. I thought it was actually going to be kind of complicated. It was pretty easy. We're back on the title screen because we're about to start ourselves into Crash Bandicoot 2. I hope everyone had a good stretch and a good hydrate for yourselves. So last week we got into Crash 2. We're a good chunk of the way through. We're definitely 100% in this tonight. This is not an optional matter. The question will be how long it takes us to do. Depends on whether or not we'll go on to Crash 3 or not tonight. Welcome back, Helm. Thank you, Zordon. Had a good water drink. Good to hear it. Good to hear it. Good to hear everyone's taking care of themselves. So last time we were here, we're up to 77%. We got a good chunk of the game done. I'm going to tackle this one. This level here, Cold Hard Crash. The hard part, they mean it. They are not messing around. This level is very difficult. So, to get this level completed, we need to play the level perfectly before we get to the death platform. Once we get to the death platform, we are allowed to die, which is good, because that area is extremely difficult. So we're not allowed to die before we get to the platform. You've got... Oh, let's not die for penguins. A pack of peanut butter crackers with a glass of lemonade to drink. Just take care of yourself, 19. Make sure you stay hydrated and... You finished Crash 1? Yeah, we have 100% finished Crash 1. That was the last stage. We are 102% completed on it. The only other thing we could do in Crash 1 at this point would be the time trials, but I don't want to do the time trials for Crash 1 and 2. Crash 1 and 2 were not designed with time trials in mind. I don't think their level design really lends themselves to being very speedrunnable. Crash 2 is a little bit better with that, admittedly, but Crash 1 is a lot more jumps that require very precise timing and like waiting on platforms. No final boss. Oh, we did that last week, Shira. We did that last week. I was just going back there and actually not even last week, the week before last, when we completed the game 100%. I was just taking care of unfinished business. I don't know, we've got a final boss battle waiting for us for this game, although it's not very climactic, I'll just say that. This game's final boss is one of the bosses of all time, let's just say that. It certainly is a boss that exists in a video game. Anyway, we'll drop down this pit here, get ourselves up the bonus round. Again, we still have not found the death route yet, we're not allowed to die yet. We can die in the bonus stage. Bonus stage does not count. But we're not allowed to die once we get out of the bonus stage until we get into the death route. This is a sneaky one. This box here, you gotta jump on top here. Gotta jump on top to get... Excuse me, hello, okay. Hey, hello, this jump is not that hard. What am I doing? What the heck? Why can't I not make this jump suddenly? Oh, right, yeah. We're playing Crash 2. We have the high jump in this game. Yep. It's really weird playing Crash 2 immediately after playing Crash 1 because the slide and the high jump really make the game feel very different. Like, Crash is way more fun to control with the high jump and the slide. Just make sure these detonate. Go. I can't be digging Bandicoot when they're challenging but still fun and casual. Yeah, I agree. I don't like boring, dingy, modern military shooters. That's not my cup of tea. The closest I get to that is something like, a bit like Gundam Battle Operation 2. I think that game's a little bit more dingy, but even then you can still paint your mobile suit black pink if you want. I don't really make mascot platformers like this anymore. That's kind of a shame. Oops. Kind of the last real mascot platformer we got that I can remember at least was Ukulele, and that game was kind of bad, not gonna lie. I bought that game on a sale one time and I was not impressed. I was like, wow, this is really what people are getting hyped about? Did you watch the Game Awards? I didn't. No, I'm not really too worried about them. I figure that... Here's the thing. When it comes... Oh, get a checkpoint here. When it comes to the Game Awards, none of the games that I really play would have been on it anyway, so I'm like, whatever. Oh, if it was space shooters. Oh. Yeah, don't get me wrong, like, if you like shooters, great for you. Just, not my cup of tea. If you're going to do a shooter, do something creative with it, do something a bit original with it. Even though I don't particularly love this series, Borderlands, like, not the best, not my favourite series by any means, I don't really care for that series that much these days. At least Borderlands was doing something different with a shooter, you know? Oh, what? Okay, that's fine. Alright, at this point we are allowed to die. We can die in this area, without consequence. My favorite video game series is Pokemon, so if I was thinking, nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all in Pokemon. There's a reason why Pokemon is the multi-million media franchise it is. It's a good series. It's a shame that Scarlet and Violet were kind of a bit of a buggy mess, but okay, I'm gonna be real. I bought Scarlet week 1. I didn't pre-order it or anything, but I got it very cheap. I had some nope. Okay. Here's why the stage is a jerk. We have to hit that box. We have to go all the way back and get that one box that was a line box before. I'm not gonna lie, I've talked this stage as being hard. I'm making this look surprisingly easy. I'm not gonna lie. I can't wait to die in a second. Oh, almost. Yeah, I bought Pokemon Scarlet week 1, and I'm not gonna lie, I had an absolute blast with it. I was kind of put off of Pokemon because of Sword and Shield. I did not like. Dang it! It's fine. It's fine. Again, we're allowed to die here. We just jump back on the platform. Yeah, I did not like Sword and Shield at all. I thought they were really soulless feeling. And here's the thing. I know a lot of people that don't like Scarlet, and you know what? You're not wrong to dislike it. The game had auto-optimization. There's a lot of things that you can complain about Scarlet that I would not even argue with you about. But here's the thing I will say to Scarlet. I have never had so much fun just catching Pokemon as in Scarlet and Violet. Just walking around the map and physically looking for them, as opposed to just running around in a what's the word? Like running around in a bit of grass and hoping that the right Pokemon pops out. Getting every single Pokemon in that game was so much fun for me. It's the only time I ever really felt inclined to try and finish decks. Isn't every Pokemon game a buggy mess? No, that's not. I wouldn't say so. Like Pokemon Red and Blue, absolutely. Those games are held together with Bubblegum and Dreams. But generally speaking, like while Pokemon games often have a lot of bugs in them, they're not kind of renowned for being like horrifically buggy. Certainly not to the extent that Scarlet and Violet was. Dang it! Until I started pumping out on the Switch. Yeah. I want Pokemon. Okay. There's a YouTuber that I watch. This guy is called Imported Cheese. He does a lot of Pokemon content. I found him because he does like Pokemon tier lists and they're very easy listening content. I actually like to fall asleep listening to them because they're very relaxing to listen to. He did a video that I think sums up the Pokemon situation very well. For those of you that... Dang it! Minor spoilers for those of you that haven't finished Scarlet and Violet, but this is really not like a plot spoiler. Before you go through the Elite Four in Scarlet and Violet, one of the characters gives you a little quiz, asking you, you know, what gyms did you battle in what order? Well, it's kind of like a written exam before you take the Elite Four challenge. And the final question I asked is, do you love Pokemon? And in his video, this guy says, and I agree with this, which is, I do love Pokemon. I just wish Pokemon loved me back. Because Pokemon is a fantastic franchise with a lot of things to... Dang it! I keep dying for that stupid hedgehog. It's a fantastic franchise with a lot of things to love about it. But it isn't... It's not been putting out quality in recent years. It's been putting out quantity. And I want to see Pokemon put out more quality and fewer games. Like, just fewer games that are better. I wish Bandai loved Digimon. Laughing, Bandai do love Digimon. We've been eating decently well with Digimon lately. We had a whole new anime series. I think it was last year or the year before, that Ghost game, which admittedly Ghost game was kind of mid. But Bandai treat Digimon very well in the physical device realm. The Digimon games, yeah, not so much. But dang it. As far as the As far as Bandai is concerned when it comes to Digimon, they've been releasing lots of devices lately that are pretty good. If you like the Digimon like V-Pets, they've been putting out quite a few of those lately. I believe they're releasing coloured versions of the original... Well, actually, they have released coloured versions of the original Digimon pets recently, but they're releasing coloured versions of the later ones. Even Techno Revive Monster Mash, which that would happen. Yeah, I would love... Okay. Here's one of the things with Digimon, right? I love Digimon. Digimon is one of my all-time favorite franchises. I have a large collection of model kits for Digimon, and I spent an unreasonable amount of money in the Digimon Vital bracelet when that was first released. I have a limited edition. They call them DIM cards. They're the cards that contain Digimon. I have a limited DIM card called Shadow Howl, which, if I remember correctly, was limited at like 700 copies worldwide. That cost a lot of money to import from Japan, I'll just say that. And it's not even that good, but I'm serious about my Digimon. I'm just pausing here because I saw a highlight. I might be getting a VPET for Christmas because yesterday my stepnana asked, she's looking for one. She goes, oh, that's awesome, I hope you have fun with it. In fact, I'm going to give you guys a link. If you like Digimon and if you like virtual Digimon pets, check out this website, funmilos.com/Digimon. I'm actually in the server that this guy has. If you need a resource for all things Digimon, Digimon VPets, this is the best resource I've ever found. Every VPet's on there, how to get every Digimon, how they work. Mwah, chef's kiss, cannot wait enough. My favourite Digimon, I have a few. I do like Anja Woodwonks, that's why I was quite flattered when you actually compared me to her earlier. I like Metal Greymon a lot. Machine Demon's very good. But I think my all-time favourite, even though she gets no love, like, as far as I know, she's never been in any of the anime, and the only time she's been in the games were the DS games, where you don't even get to see your party in battle, you just see the enemies, which is Queen Chessmon. I love Queen Chessmon, she's gorgeous. And there's literally not a single thing about her design I don't like. A lot of people like Renamon. They're allowed. I mean, I like Queen Chessmon, but, you know, don't yuck someone else's yum. When I was younger, I quite liked Renamon. I do like Renamon's Mega form. Was it Sakuyamon? Sakuyamon's very good. I like that design as well. It is Geomon, because it was my first Ultimate. Oh, he's pretty cool, yeah. I like his chainsaw. I like the, I know he's like similar but different. I like Metal Mamemon as well. He's very cool. Actually, I've got a Digimon image to show you guys in a moment after we're done this stage. When it comes to Digimon, my main big thing with it though is I wish that Digimon games were easier to recommend. I've said this before in my streams, but I stand by this opinion. Every single Digimon game has a but associated with it. Dang it. So, for example, Digimon World 1. It's a really good game. It's very authentic to having a virtual pet. It's not just an RPG that happens to have Digimon in it. It is just like having your own Digimon pet that you take care of. That's good. You've got a very wide world to explore with very unique environments. That's good. But the battle sucks. Most of the battle you're just throwing healing items and winning with the power of money. We didn't get every box. Helm stopped functioning for a moment there. Sorry about this. I am now trying. Oh no. Oh, I just remembered what we actually need to do for this stage. It's worse than I remember. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We'll go back in there though. So if we begin the X antibody variant. Oh, nice. The DMX, as they're known. Those are very good pets. They're very accessible because you can put your Digimon asleep as long as you'd like. So if you work or you have school, you don't have to run up and buying on you. But yeah, as I was saying with, oh, you know what? Hold on. I promised you guys an image. Hold on. Let me get the image. So, do you guys remember Digimon World 1, the original Digimon World with the really awkward CG animation where the guy runs, it's like he runs into the park and there's people playing with the original Digimon and they're like, wow, Metal Greymon and Metal Mamemon. Do you guys remember that opening? I need to find this actually. I'm not sure where I've saved this under. It may take me a moment to find this, but hopefully it'll be worth it. I hope it'll be worth it. Where it didn't have exactly that one, yeah, where the ultimates were the highest level that you could really find in that game. Apart from, I think you could technically get Machine Dramon by hacking. Here we go. Okay, so hold on. Let's hide this remote. So in that cutscene, I always thought it was very funny the way that the kid pronounces Mamemon. I always thought it sounded like he was saying, "Wow, Metal Greymon and Metal Mommymon." So you know what? There, I did it myself. Behold, Metal Mommymon. I'm not gonna lie, I actually am very pleased with how this image turned out. If this was a Digimon, I would definitely train it. So there we go. There's your obligatory Helm turning something into a waifu that has no business being a waifu for the day. I'm actually very pleased with how all the belts turned out. I was trying to make something that looked like it could be a Digimon. I think that I didn't quite nail the style. There's not as much harsh shading as a lot of the card artwork has, but I think that I got a good job. What? You're allowed. I mean, it's not like I don't design waifus with the intent of people not liking them. But yeah. Anyways, that was my Digimon image I wanted to share. Back to Cold Crash. Blackwall Greymon. That could be a good one, actually. Although, so here's the thing, right? When it comes to turning things into waifus, I don't like doing it if they're already very humanoid. For me, the challenge is taking something that is completely unwaifuable and making it a waifu. Sometimes it can be fun doing something that's quite waifuable, but I think for something like War Greymon, it would run the risk of being just a pure gender bend. How is there not Medusa Digimon? Wait, you're right, there isn't. There isn't! What the heck? Huh. Yeah, I never thought about that, but you're 100% right. Huh. Darla! Question, I've never played Crash. Why is Cortex... Who's Cortex? Why are they striking back? Okay, Darla, hope you're doing well. Cortex was the villain of the first game, so this is basically just him trying to win again and failing. Hope you're doing well over there, Darla. Welcome in. Was a Digimon design that you would submit to a fan contest? Oh, that's a tough one. I've not actually designed much in terms of... I've never done, like, a serious Digimon design before, I don't think. The closest I ever got to something like that was, I did a... It was literally just a recolor. I recolored a Tankmon once to be, like, blue, kind of urban camo, as a hypothetical champion stage for Commandramon. But I've never really made like a full-on like fan Digimon before. I should take a crack at that at some point. So I'll show you something that was made for me a few years ago. It's a fusion of Junimon and Black Blade Greymon. I said, absolutely, yeah, feel free to send my way. I just love Digimon, man. It's such a good franchise that I wish had more... But don't get me wrong, Digimon has not been abandoned. They could do more with it. I'm happy that we've got what we're getting, but I wish we could get a bit more. Oh, Zenny! Zenny, thank you for subscribing! Welcome in! Hello to you as well. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for your subscription on your 2-month streak. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Welcome to the worst... No, I was going to say the worst level in the game. This isn't the worst level in the game. This is certainly the hardest level in the game. We've already failed this level once, and I'm going to show you guys why this level's a pain. You'll see why in a moment, I promise you. I'm going somewhere with this. Because here's the thing, we did this level, and we missed like 30 odd boxes. We missed quite a few boxes. And I remembered too late what we need to do. We should have some Digimon streams in the future to possibly reignite the spark. Maybe. I'm not sure what Digimon game I would stream. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the awkward thing. Do we need to... Do we break this? We break this box. We need to break this box. I think. So how is buffering here? I'm thinking through the lines here. I think I know what we need to do. I'm not sure if breaking that box was a bad thing, but we're going to jump on here. If Cortex created Crash to be the general of his army, why did he create Tar? Well, actually laughing to death. If you believe what is said in the Titans, he didn't. Rio did it, as he's keen to point out. Quote the man himself. Greetings, minions that I invented. Me, not Cortex. Read your Bibles. I wrote them. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the Titans games much, but I do like the characterization they gave to Embryo in it. But you're not wrong, I mean... I'm not judging Cortex, you know, if the man's a furry, good for him, but... I invented Slinky! Stop playing with them because they're mine! Incinda, welcome in! How are you doing today? Hope you're having a great evening. I always say evening to you guys, but you know how it goes. If it's not evening there, hope you're having a great morning, a great afternoon, a great time zone. They kept that in Crash Team. Wait, did they actually? Oh my gosh, I need to go back and play that, because I'll be honest, I play Crash Team Racing a lot, but I normally play it with the volume off. Because normally Crash Team Racing is my comfort game that I play. Okay, now we have to go back. We've got the gem, now we need to go back all the way through this thing again. But yeah, I usually play it with the volume off, so I've not heard the dialogue in it, but I'm definitely going to have to go back and... That's fine. Go back and play that with dialogue, the voices on, to hear Rio talking about it. 100% Crash and Todd are smashed on top of that blimp. I'm not going to say they didn't. Dang it, that's fine. That's fine. We're allowed to die here. We're allowed to die here.
What have we got?
So here's why this is hard. We have to get all the way to the end, then go all the way back to the start, and then finish the level. And, yeah. Basically, this whole section we have to do fairly perfectly. Yeah, I'm not going to say they didn't smash. The question is, though, what does she see in him? I mean, I guess when you consider, like, when you look at Crash, he's got very wide shoulders and a very narrow waist, so it's like, is Crash secretly really buff? Like, no one else in Crash, in the Crash series has shoulders this broad. Maybe he's like a Bandicoot punk and we just can't see it. Do you want it in DMs or Yumi's art? Whatever you like. Put it wherever you feel like. You can send it to me in DMs, you can put it in Yumi's art, whatever. She makes him laugh. You know, that's fair. That's fair. You know what? Maybe we're the bad guys here. Maybe we're the ones that are sitting here judging him for not being, you know, conventionally attractive to us. But you know what? She's not so superficial. She sees past that. She sees the funny Bandicoot man she is. Okay, that was actually a deliver. It was very master using that. He's got big himbo energy. You know, Crash Bandicoot is a himbo is not a sentence that I thought I would ever say, but I honestly can't disagree. I have no idea how we got away with that, but you know what? We take it. We take those every day. Crash doesn't have a neck, just more shoulder. True. Yeah, I'm with you. I have no idea how that works, but you know what? We'll take it. I'll take dodgy hint detection working in my favour for once. Okay. We've got Breakable Days, but I hope that we don't miss anything here. Now, I think we've got every box. This bit here always throws me off. There's not that many boxes hidden here, but I'm always worried I'm going to miss one here. Either Crash is short or Torn is an Amazon. Either way, good for him. I think Torn is really tall, right? Because, like, you... Oh, dang it. Dang it. That's fine. Because, I mean, if you see her in the cutscene... Well, maybe Cortex is short, actually. I was going to say, she's definitely taller than Cortex by a lot. But she's about the same height as the Lab Assistants. So the question then becomes, are the Lab Assistant characters really tall as well? Or is Cortex and Embryo just really short as well? We need like a scale, I think. The CTR goes with the same. True. I guess, yeah, maybe Cortex and Embryo are just like really short. Because I guess when you think about it, they are the same height as like Nina. And Nina's like a child, so... I'm not gonna lie though, chat, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. You guys all know this meme? The meme of I'm not a furry, but... You know, I'm not a furry, but I will say the lab girl, CTR girl, I believe her name is Megami. I like her design a lot, she's very cute. Cute in spite of being a furry, not because of it. But hey, if you are, good for you. Alright. Let's find Master Views rather. Alright. This time for sure. The part's awkward is the ice physics in... I don't know if this is a unique problem to this version. It's been a very long while since I played the PS1 version. I feel like the ice physics in this port are slightly different to what I remember. But again, it's been a hot minute. Early on, someone suggested making Tiny Trofino looking exactly how you would expect. I don't know how you think I think it would... Dang it! Same box again! I don't know how you think I would expect it to look, because I could see a few ways you could take that, honestly. Like, I could see a female Tiny being, like, giant buff Amazon woman. I'd be okay with that. I'm not furry, but it's my opinion on a couple of characters in this game. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, at the end of the day, I am not about to throw stones from my glass house. Well, okay, have you guys ever heard the statement of, I've never been so offended by something that I so thoroughly agree with? That is me, when someone sent me a message saying, power armor is just robot suit, is just fursuits rather, for people that want to bang robots. And I'm just like, I can't disagree with that, but I want to. But it doesn't sound wrong. I would smash harpies, so it's not saying much. I mean, honestly, I don't think anyone's judging you for the harpy ladies. I mean, I gave them giant honka-donka-badonkas, you know? Okay, hit the spots, then we go back. That's fine. Oh! Dang it! That happened to me last time as well, where I got screwed by the box jumping into me. Maybe tinfoil hat in this. This might be me being conspiracy theory, but I could have sworn that the nitros in this jump a little bit higher than they did in the PS1 version. What would you call a fusion of Black Orbit or Juno? I don't know. I mean, could just make up a new name, or it doesn't have to be named after them specifically. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. At least Venom I can't say. God of War I don't get at all. So, when you look at God of War's actual design, I think it's very pretty as a design. I don't get the rampant lust that the internet has for it, but I do think she's got a very pretty, elegant design, which I do find very appealing. But yeah, no, I do kind of agree with you where I don't quite see how the leap happened. But hey, you know, internet's hard to do what it wants to do. No point getting mad at the internet for doing its thing, it's going to do it regardless. Alright, we made it through without losing any boxes. Although, not boxes, any Aku's, but so the Aku's don't really matter, we've been falling down holes so far, so that's the dangerous bit. Take it slow. Take it slow, Helm. We're in no rush here. Take it slowly. Now. Back. Okay. Right, so far so good. Actually, will we play this? Oh, did we? No, we didn't finish this with that box. Okay. Alright. Hopefully that's every box. Ooh, almost. Not today, Nitro Box. Not today. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now here's the hard part, here's the scary part. We don't have a checkpoint because I was a buffoon and I hit this checkpoint when I shouldn't have done that. So now we have to do the rest of the stage until the next checkpoint without dying. Which is not super hard, but it's not free. I want to replay through Cybersleuth, but I know I should beat Hacker's Memory, so I don't know if I should start making my day and start over or what. It's up to you. I enjoyed Hacker's Memory quite a lot, actually. When I first played Cybersleuth, I kind of bounced off of it. I don't really know why. Just didn't really click with me at first. Then I got Hacker's Memory. I actually finished Hacker's Memory and went back to finish Cybersleuth. Right. Here's our checkpoint. Let's wait for the TNT to blow itself up, and then we'll hit the checkpoint. Like that. Alright. Now we're safe. It should be easy from here. In Crash Bash, there was going to be a female kangaroo character on the Cortex side, but she was replaced by Rilla Roo. Well, great, I say. Ah, I didn't know that. That's fascinating. Whoops. That's fine. Again, we're allowed to die now. We can be as sloppy as we like at this point. It really doesn't matter. I see God of War with some more humanoid. It's Lock Bunny that always makes me double take. Honestly, Lock Bunny I understand far more because whether you agree with the decision or not, whether you think it's a good design or not, Lock Bunny is literally designed after a Playboy bunny. Like, they gave it birthing kits for crying out loud. Like, I can't be mad for people being horny over the Pokemon that is designed to be at least a little bit horny. I'm not chancing this bot when I do a boost jump because I don't want it to jump into my face. Sneaky hidden box here. I think we could have skipped this one. I think the nitro box blowing up at the end would do this for us, but why not? The mother get life. God knows we lost enough in that bonus route. Or that death rather. We could provide a Frankenstein Digimon to go into Bolt 1. That would be really cool. That would be really cool, actually. Alright. This should, asterisk, be smooth sailing. As long as we haven't missed any boxes up till now, this should be the perfect clear. Like the box gem, I mean to say. No need to rush, take our time. I remembered this level was a pain in the butt, and I'm very glad that last week I said, okay, I'm gonna just blitz through this level to get the crystal. I'm very glad I did, because we've been on this level for about 40 minutes. I told you guys this was the hard level. Now, which Cybersleuth star to use? I don't remember the stars. I think you had... was Palmon, Agumon, and Tentomon, I think I started with Agumon. I can't remember. I forget which stars were from Cybersleuth and which ones are from Hacker's Memory, to be honest. There we go! 155 out of 155 boxes. Get our box gem, and we are out of here. Man, it feels good to see the back of that level, because I do not... I don't hate this level, but it's definitely my least favourite one because it's very difficult and requires an annoying amount of backtracking. Kamali! Welcome in! Hope you're having a great evening! Well, keep what you want IRL. That's a tough question because... Are we talking about just me going about my daily business? Or are we talking about me as a Digimon protagonist? If we're talking as Digimon protagonist, I'm very basic. I'd probably either say Agumon or Pawn Chessmon, so that I could get Queen Chessmon eventually. If we're talking Digimon, if we're talking just like me as a daily... Oh, cutscene. I'll finish my thought after.
What is your problem, Bandicoot? I will not ask you again to bring me the crystals. Obtain the remaining 5 crystals, Crash, and bring them to me.
I am! Sir, could you please calm down? That's literally what I'm in the middle of doing. You stopped me from doing it. And this guy doesn't know what he wants. But if we were talking about Digimon rookies for like just having as a daily pet, I'm not sure actually. I feel like Tentomon would be pretty chill. I never understood why the engine has right? I was saying the same thing last week. It's like he just sent you to collect the crystals. You could just not murder Crash, get the crystals, and everything's good. I don't know. Anyway, last set of runs. In fact, before we do these last set of runs, I just want to make sure I haven't missed... Oops. Wrong button. I want to make sure I haven't missed anything. I think we've got everything in the previous walkthroughs, but I want to make sure. So we got all the gems on this floor. Go down the floor. Gems. Got all these gems. Got that one, got those ones, got that one. Bottom floor. We've got those. Alright, let's check the bonus room just to be sure. I think we've got everything in the bonus room. We've unlocked the air crash exit, the Snowgo exit, the Voturin exit, Totally Bear, and Totally Fly. Alright, so we've done everything we can do on every other floor. It's literally just the final walkthrough, and then we're on to the final boss. I would go for Hagurumon, Mushroomon, or Sukaimon for the Spooky Boys. Skaburimon or Dokunemon would be cool too. Good choices, honestly. I can see it. I feel like I would want a Digimon that has some sort of hands. I feel like I wouldn't want a Digimon like Patamon, perhaps, where it's more like a pet. I kind of like the idea of the Digimon being more a partner rather than a kind of you have to look after it kind of situation. Cortex again. Yeah, Cortex again. He can't learn his lesson, unfortunately. Alright, piston it away. Player gems often appear at the end of death routes. This is a hint that this stage has a death route. So this is our... I think this is the second to last level theme, the kind of sci-fi industrial themes. These guys are annoying. You have to slide into them. If you try to jump into them or spin them, you will die. We love Labramon, Dogamon, Servomon, Plutomon. Not bad choices, honestly. I can see you have a bit of dog theme going on there. I like it. Especially actually getting all of these boxes before we break these wooden arrows. I think so. Having such a big brain, Cortex could have at least aided Crash by giving him weapons or something and double crossing like that. True. Or, considering that Crash beat him once, I can understand him not wanting to make it harder to get the crystals off him later. I think Gabumon would be my Digimon if I don't. Gabumon's great, I like Gabumon a lot. The only thing about Gabumon that I don't like is not even related to Gabumon the Digimon. It is specifically Gabumon's English dub voice actor. Now, I like English dubs. I generally prefer to watch dubbed over sub if I have the option. But why does Gabumon sound like an old man that smoked his entire life? I never understood that. I'm not sure what voice I would give him myself. Like, I'm not saying it was a bad decision or even the incorrect decision. It just seems a very strange one. Gabumon had a distinct voice. He did, yeah! Gabumon! But I'm here! But we're going to play Crash Bandicoot today! Dubbed Wormwood decision. I do love dubbed Wormwood. So, okay, my best friend Yomi Quinley, another VTuber. She was playing before she started streaming. She was doing some test streams with me in a Discord server. Just me and her. Occasionally, some other friends would jump in. Kind of see how she enjoyed it, And I don't quite know how this joke started, but somehow along the lines, we started this joke of Wormmon just saying very terrible things. Dang it, that's fine. Like, I don't know how it ended up being a thing, but just Wormmon being an awful human, or awful Digimon, but just doing the Wormmon voice. I'll attempt my best Wormmon voice. Ken, have you heard about these NFTs, Ken? I'm going to get so rich with this Etamon JPEG that I bought, Ken. I don't know how well that sounds. It probably sounds terrible. Dang it. Probably sounds terrible, but it's a funny voice. It's a fun voice to do. You know, that makes me wonder. How would NFTs work in the Digimon world? Do they just, like, get mass-produced Digimon that are all just, like, slightly changed? Oh, goodness. I still think Digimon should have social media accounts. That'd be really fun. Imagine having, like, an Etamon Twitter account that just tweets out terrible music. Oh my gosh, I can't get this timing down. What the heck? Too busy being guilty. OnlyFans? Oh my gosh. I mean, Lady Devimon probably would, let's be honest. I always get a kick out of that one line. I don't know what the original line was in the sub, but the one dub line in the episode where Angelomon fights Lady Devimon. There's a part where Izzy is like, I know I shouldn't be watching this, but for some reason I can't take my eyes off it. That line always cracks me up. As in the blockchain of digital world. Tokenmon, non-fungible mode. Alright, okay, I want to point something out here. Okay. I want vindication here. If anyone in chat has played this game, these switches here produce this energy ball, right? If this energy ball hits you, it damages you. It's actually, if it hits you where you have no masks, then you just Crash gets shrunk down and it's like you lose a life. Yes, that is the thing I wanted to get on. Am I the only one that didn't know this? I went my entire childhood without knowing you can just spin this to deflect it. Because it doesn't look like something you should reasonably be able to deflect. Like, when I found this out, I only found this out on this remake of the game, and I was like, oh my god, has this always been a thing? Am I stupid? Has this been a thing forever? I just never knew about it? I think we may have to backtrack, actually. Yeah, we actually do have to backtrack. So here's the thing, we can hit this box, but, we've missed boxes. In fact, we may have goofed up more than I think. We can't do that jump back there. I think we've goofed. In fact, no, I know we've goofed. It's okay. It's okay, it's fine. We'll just finish this route, and then we'll do... I have to restart... Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart the level. But if I leave now... Well, I guess I can just leave now. We're gonna have to do the route again either way, so... Yeah, just like Cold Hard Crash, this one has a bit of tricky backtracking. We need to do the... Yeah, exactly that. Do the whole level first, then go back and do the death bit. That's what we need to do. And I remembered that far too late, unfortunately. But yeah, thank you guys for vindicating me, because I genuinely never knew about that, and I felt like I was really dumb when I discovered it. So at least I'm not the only one. We can be dumb together. Is it word Fan Beamon gives me Wormmon vibes? No, is it Fan Beamon one of Wormmon's like obscure armor evolutions, or am I mistaken with a different one? So I know every one of the Adventure 2 Digimon does have a quote-unquote canonical evolution with each of the other Digi-Eggs. Or Digimentals, whatever they call them, you know. I call them Digi-Eggs, I'm a dirty dove watcher, so silly. Animal becomes Balonmon for some reason. Yeah, some of them are really weird. Some of them make sense. But some of them are just very peculiar. I don't quite understand what some of them are doing with them. But if I remember correctly, like, Katamon with reliability is like Monbomon. It's just a fish. It's a fish with boxing gloves. Like, what? How did you get that from Patamon? I didn't like most of the two designs, but Pegasusmon and the 13Mon were great. They're pretty good. They're not my favourite, I think. I really like Angelamon and like the Angemon line, to be honest. So, in my opinion, nothing can quite keep up with those. But they're not bad. For what they are, they're okay. I think Sylphie was a pretty good evolution as well. Okay, we actually kind of want to keep these masks if we can. I honestly don't think it's us being dumb, because that information was limited back then. I mean, we had to wait for game magazines sometimes just to get cheat codes. Man! Remember cheat codes? I remember, like, so many magazines had cheat codes back then. It was always like the highlight of the magazine in the day. We do want to jump down this one now, I believe. I miss when cheat codes were just a thing in games. Like, the devs are just like, hey, you know, I'm just going to put this funny little thing in the game. Just because. No reason why we have to. We're just going to do it for the fun of it. Actually, we need to keep a box here, I think. Okay, let's go back now. I should have just bumped Scattermon down to Salamon for O2. That's a bit holy. Yeah. I agree with that. Honestly, I don't really care for Salamon much. Like, I don't know. I feel like introducing Guttermon as a champion was kind of a bit of a misstep. Because, I mean, heck, even in Adventure 2, like, Guttermon basically is just a rookie. It always felt really weird to me, I'm not gonna lie. Slide, hold on, thank you. Don't eat my inputs, please. These are Roachmon, a grimy, cowardly little heel. I do like some of the little, like, trash Digimon. They can be kind of cute in their own little way, I think. Although, unfortunately, as a Yu-Gi-Oh player, I can't accept Roachmon because that would mean I have to, on some level, accept Max C. And I will not accept Max C. We only accept Puzzle Jam in this house. We do not accept level 2 Earth Insect. Oh, why did I do that? That's fine. Wait, what? I guess I must have still had iframes going on or something. Whatever, we'll take it. Oh. I remember now, these guys have kind of funky hitboxes. I remember these guys, the little tentacle guys, I remember their hitboxes being a lot tighter on the PS1 version, personally. Alright, we've got to the end of this part, but obviously we've missed the jet box. So we have to now go back and hope that we didn't die. It's like, I haven't been paying attention to it. I don't know how that works, but we'll take it. I don't think we've died. I think we're okay. We've got to make it back to the death route. Beat Forbidden Memories on console. I did not envy you on that. I have that game, and I have no desire to... Unlike my copy of Klonoa, I don't care whether that one still works. I have no desire to play that one ever again. Oh no! Oh no! At this time that... Oh shoot! I think I screwed our death route. Wow, why am I suddenly failing this jumping so much? Alright, well, let's see if this has screwed our death route. We'll figure it out. Sure. Dang it, I really think I screwed our death route up. I can't believe I messed that up right at the end. It's all the easy bit, all the hard bit, mess up the easy bit. How do we just jump again? Oh, should I need to bounce off that guy? Again, I don't remember this jump being as hard before either. I could have sworn you could just, like, skid up onto this. Maybe I did need to bounce off that guy. Oh, well, we've died already once, so let's see if we have screwed ourselves or... I'm so annoyed at myself for that. It was such a stupid mistake to make as well. Can I just go back to the death route now? Oh, right, yeah, that's still there. Let's go back to death route and see if it is still there. I think we are going to be resetting this level though, which is annoying. Okay. Oh, dang it. Alright, you know, I'm going to just preemptively quit because I think we've screwed it up. I think we've screwed it up, and I think rather than torture ourselves, let's actually go back and try it again. What is this place? I don't know. It's weird. It is a very strange area. Alright. Game rounds. Focus. Let's not make stupid mistakes. The question is, if we go to the death route, maybe we can't backtrack this far. I thought we could. But I can't see how we can do that really high jump there to get back to the death route. Let's try taking the death route first. If you take the death route, does it always stay there? Ah. I see. I'll do that on the way by then. We'll take the death route, we'll try and finish it without getting checkpoints. And on the way back, we'll get the checkpoints. Okay, so the way I think these guys work, because these guys are like the moving tentacles here, I think the way that they've done the collision in this is I think the damage you hitbox. This is purely based on my observations. This is not scientific or... I have no coding expertise in this game. It's just what I think is happening. I think the hurt box on the tentacles is not the tentacles themselves. I think it's the little lightning sparks that come off of them that are actually doing my damage. Which is why the tentacles, you have to kind of wait a little bit longer for the sparking to move with the tentacles. I think. That's what I think is the case anyway. And just saying Cyber Sleuth, Yuko is best girl. Yuko's pretty good. There's a lot of best girls in Cyber Sleuth. I quite like, what was her name? Darte, I think her name was. I quite liked her. Didn't enjoy Cyber Sleuth. I don't blame you. I like Cyber Sleuth, but it's a game that I can 100% understand why someone wouldn't like it. It's as I was saying earlier, Digimon games are great, but every single one of them has a but attached to them. Like, Cyber Sleuth is probably the most easily recommendable Digimon game, but it is a fairly by-the-numbers JRPG with an incredibly janky translation that really incentivizes you to grind very hard. Like, the end of Cyber Sleuth, the second half of it, I should say, there is multiple times in that game where the translation gets so bad, it literally makes it hard to understand what's going on. The example for this that I will give you is the Eaters, the monsters known as Eaters in that game. Multiple times later in the game, characters refer to them as Bakemono, which roughly is just like monster, you know, just monsters. They're not calling them Digimon, they're just saying they are monsters. But here's the thing, they mistranslated that as Bakamon, as in the ghost Digimon, the spooky boy, Bakamon. Okay, we literally can't do this path in reverse, because this guy has to die. Unless dying... If we die and we go past it, will that reset him? Oh, we'll figure it out, screw it. I think this route is probably easier to do that than the other way. Would you ever consider doing this with the roses? Maybe! I actually do own that game. I owned it... I kind of got that game at a very weird time. Whoops. I got it in a big job lot of PS2 games. Literally, we have a thing over here called Free Cycle. It's kind of like... Dang it. Kind of like Craigslist, I guess you could say. Essentially, the idea is, if you have something that you don't want anymore, rather than throw it away, you can advertise it and be like, hey, you know, I have this thing. If you come and get it, you can keep it. Dang it. Rather than just throw it away. I got a huge bunch of PS2 games. Dang it! From Free Cycle because of this. But it was kind of before I was back into Yu-Gi-Oh! I didn't really vibe with it. I don't know. I do really like Yu-Gi-Oh! Games that aren't Yu-Gi-Oh! I think it's always very interesting when Konami does... Oh, come on. That's why I say the hitbox, I think, is on the sparks rather than the guys. Yeah, I think it's always very interesting when Konami does non-Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Games. But not always necessarily very good. I mean, I don't think anyone will be, disagreeing with me when I say Weedy Breakers is kind of bad. What got you into Digimon? How old were you when you got into it? So, I was... I don't know exactly how old I was, but I was quite a small child at the time. And I actually remember very vividly... Dang it! Oh, what's that time again? I remember very vividly what got me into Digimon. Or rather, who got me into Digimon. I had a friend at the time. He was my best friend. And... he actually moved away. Not long after I met him. Like, we didn't know each other very long. I think one evening, he invited me over to his house. And, you know, as you do as kids, you know, oh, yeah, we'll go and play video games or whatever. We got to his house, and he says to me, oh, hey, Digimon is on. And I said to him, oh, I was like, oh, Digimon, oh, I know that, that's that stupid rip-off of Pokemon, right? Because, you know, everyone was, like, huge into Pokemon at the time, so obviously Digimon had to be a rip-off of Pokemon, it couldn't be anything else. Alright, now to backtrack, this is the heart. This is impossible. This is not possible, is it? Because we could get up there, but we can't die. Alright, okay, I've screwed this up again, clearly. I'm going to quit this out again. We're going to try this one more time. We might take a brief ad break to deal with that first, because I've definitely botched it. So I'll finish my story first before we get back. Well, we can start it. We'll go back in now. I'll be pausing low in just a few minutes to take a quick break. But so I go to my friend's house, and he's like, oh, Digimon, that's that that awful Pokemon spin-off, right? I don't want to watch that. And my friend, bless his soul, very patient individual that he was, he says to me, well, give it a try, you might like it, you know? And I was like, well, sure, I mean, it's right at your house, we'll do what, you know. When you're at someone else's house, you do what they want to do. It's just kind of the unspoken rule. So he showed me it, and I remember the exact episode it was. It was the episode where the kids had been separated on Fire Island, and it was the episode with Frigimon, the first time he ever appears in the series. And I remember, I watched that, and I remember I turned to my friend up and was like, wow, I'm really glad I watched that. That was way better than I thought it was going to be. And for that moment, I was hooked. Unfortunately, as I said, this friend did end up moving away shortly after that. But we actually kept in contact for a little while longer. And I remember, at the time, Nestle had a Digimon promotion where you could get Digimon cards in boxes of cereal. My friend never got as heavily into Digimon as I did. I started collecting the cards and everything, and he still enjoyed it, but he wasn't like, he could take it or leave it, you know? And we actually kept in contact through letters of all things, because this was before we had good internet connections that would be reliable enough to keep in long-term contact. And I remember he actually mailed me some cards. Dang it, well, we messed that up. We need to reset this. He sent me some cards from the box, the cereal boxes, because he said yeah, I know you like Digimon, so here you go, you can have these. I was like, man, I don't have them. Well, I might have them somewhere. I don't know. I don't tend to throw away a lot of stuff. I am quite sentimental when it comes to holding onto things, but I don't know where they are. I have to sit down and find them one day. Yeah, so that's my Digimon awakening, if you will. And I watched the first episode of Pokemon, and I saw Digimon. I completely got Pokemon shortly after. I watched both, honestly. I remember where I was when I first found out about Pokemon as well. My first exposure to Pokemon was in a magazine advert. It was a full-page advert, quite a bland-looking advert, if I'm entirely honest. It was just like a blue page with a question on it. And the question on it was something along the lines of, which Pokemon wears down its foe using toxic gases? Or something like that. And then there was a bunch of Pokemon beneath it. I don't remember all of them, but I know that the correct answer was Coughing, and he was on that page. And at the bottom of the page, it just said, for more information about Pokemon, tune into Pokemon every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. And I was like, I don't know what this is, but I'm curious and intrigued. 7 a.m. was ungodly early for me. I've always been a very late riser, but I made a point of getting up early to watch Pokemon. And it kind of had a benefit of getting up early. It also coincided with the airing of Card Captors, which was a series I really stuck with for very long, but I remember enjoying that when I was younger. We'll just cheese that. Alright. So we need to get the Death Root. We'll die on the Death Root on purpose. Alright, I'm trusting you here, laughing. I'm pretty sure what you're saying is correct. I don't have a vague memory of this, but if we die now, the Death Root should stay unlocked even if we go back to a previous checkpoint. So we're just going to do it on purpose. Thanks, which of these Pokemon evolve into Viper? You chose Arbok, you were right. Oh no, I remember that one. Alright. So our Death Root should stay unlocked now, even if we die. You know what, let's just test this theory. Let's just die on purpose. This Death Root should still be here now. That's a theory. If it's not here, we'll need another restart, but... Alright. We're good. The Death Root is here. We can go through the rest of the level. We're going to finish the main path, come back, then clear this out. Are you winning? Hopefully we are now. We've been on this little quite a while, actually, but hopefully. Now you mentioned Digimon cards, I might show you my own collection. I have some of the... Sorry, I showed my collection of the first Digimon DGT cards I have. I have a Metal Greymon. Oh, I had a Metal Greymon, the blue one. The blue virus one. I remember having that. I actually drew that for an art class once. Didn't actually get a very good grade for it, but had fun with it. Alright guys, so we're going to tackle the rest of Pissing It Away in just a moment, but we're about to get the jump scare advert monster, so we're going to satisfy his needs, and I need to get myself a hydration as well. So take a chance to stretch your legs, get a drink, get a snack, go to the bathroom, hug a kitten, You know, the usual sort of things. And I'll be with you in just a few minutes, okay? See you guys very, very shortly. Alrighty then, we are back, everyone. Hope you've had a good chance to stretch your legs and get a drink and do whatever you need to take care of yourself. A lot of streamers talk about streamer self-care, but viewer self-care is equally important. Wouldn't want you guys to be suffering your health because you're too busy watching my silly butt playing video games. Alright, it's time for reals. Now this is real gaming. We're going to take down the stage once and for all, no matter the cost. I don't know how we're going to do this jump back. I'm not gonna lie, we might have need to keep that guy alive. I think enemies respawn if you die though, so we can potentially just death abuse, I guess. At least this is a pretty easy bonus stage at least. It's funny, I know that these stages are definitely the more, challenging ones, as they should be. They are the last 5 levels of the game, but I could swear I'm not normally this bad at the game. It is a streamer curse. As soon as you're playing a video game, you're immediately worse than any human being that's ever actually done it. I'm really struggling between Agumon and Palmon. Any suggestions? So, I like Agumon, but I would say go with Palmon. Purely from what I remember, I think Agumon gets worse options in the short term. Like, he gets some very good mega options, but you're not going to be in megas for a long while. Like, you're going to be stuck being at champions and your ultimates for a long time. And from what I remember, I think Palmon has better options for her champions and ultimates. So that would be what I would suggest. But it's up to you. The great thing with Silent Sleuth, of course, is that you can get from pretty much any Digimon to any Digimon. So if you change your mind down the line, you can always just regress it down until you can turn it back into a Agumon. You get Streamer Curse or Streamer Blessing, yeah. Oh yeah. When I was redoing Crash 1, I definitely noticed the Streamer Curse, because when I was playing it off screen in my own time, dang it, I think I completed it in like half the time it took me to do the stream. Granted, like half an hour of the stream was resolving the technical issue that this stupid port has, but yeah. Give me back. I just noticed, guys, very, very important notification here. I just want to draw your attention to the number of boxes that are in the stage. Just look at how many boxes there are in the stage in total. Nice. Alright, so we've made it to the end, nothing here to break, now we just need to backtrack. And this is the part that's going to be difficult. We have got a mask though, so we've got a little bit of insurance on the way back. It's that one jump I don't know how we're going to actually resolve. That one's fine. That's fine. Alright, this is the jump. I don't know how we do this jump. Like, this jump kind of looks actually impossible. I'm pretty sure in the PS1 version you can jump into the foreground and go around it, but it seems like they've put an invisible wall on it this version. So I'm not sure if we need to die? Let's try. Do we need to respawn that little dude that was here? I don't... There's clearly no way we're making this jump. Like, that's clearly not going to work, is it? I guess... Okay. There's death on purpose. What do you think that line? Or would you just have Palmon, Woodmon, Showmon, Puppetmon? Does it look a good line to me? Alright, I'm going to backtrack now before we go any further. I want to see if that guy respawns. Because if he doesn't respawn, we are in trouble. And I'm not seeing any enemies back here, which is a bit of a concern. He's not respawned. That's awkward. You have to do the whole double again for this one stupid little goober. That's really annoying. What is this for? Anyways, this is for the clear gem. We need to get every box to get the clear gem. In order to do that, we need to go all the way to the end, then backtrack, and then do the side path. Alright. Restart again. Man, I do not remember this level giving me this much trouble, I'm not gonna lie. That's alright. Hey, I said earlier, I said at the start of the stream, we might get to Crash 3 tonight. If the stream goes late, we won't. That's fine. Might just mean that we start next week's stream with Crash 3. That's fine. Alright. We know what we're doing now. No more messing around. We're going to remember to keep that silly little goober alive by all means necessary. If we kill him accidentally, we need to get abuse. We've got 4 more levels after this. To be fair, at least 3 of the other levels, maybe 2 of them, shouldn't be too hard. Because we've got 2 jetpack levels that are very, very straightforward. Like, I don't think we can fail to 100% those on the first try. 25th level might be a bit tough, but I think that one's more just very tight execution rather than backtracking, so we'll see. But we're definitely getting this. We're getting this 100% tonight one way or another. I'm not gonna lie, I'm mildly embarrassed how long we've spent on this one level, but hey, it's fine. If you guys were here to scale skilled gameplay, then the Stormy Ascent performance would have scared you guys off ages ago. There you go, Helm, got some cards, photos and memories for you. Oh, awesome, yeah, I'll take a look when I'm done here, thank you. I will be getting my own Discord sorted soon. I'm not just gonna permanently mooch in Yomi's Discord, you know. I just need to find some time to get it all organised properly. Okay, we're gonna take this first. We can then die. That permanently unlocks this route. Then we go down the regular route. We avoid the goober. We complete the regular route. We die on purpose, and then not die on purpose. We complete the regular route. We come back, and then we do this. Okay. You know, it just occurred to me. I wonder if there's. Okay, this is the goober. Keep the goober alive. Keep him alive. Okay, we've kept the goober alive. Goober successfully saved. Alright, I just had this horrible feeling, right? Of what if we don't have to go as far in the levels I think we do, but we clearly have to go past that guy because the bonus state is here. So that has kind of eased that feeling. But yeah, I am going to be putting down this together soon. I just need to find the time to get around to doing it. I've got I have quite a lot of obligations that kind of leave me with not as much time to work on like stuff for the stream and like, you know, a Discord as I would like. But I am going to be doing it, 100%. It's not a matter of if, it is a matter of when. I need to find the time. Yeah, I think that's everything, yeah. Anyway, it's definitely reminded me how long it's been since I played this game, though. I remembered a lot of the secrets, but I did not remember the pathing on this level. Clearly, I mean, I think I've demonstrated that very apparently. 4 boxes, but those are the nitros, so that's okay. Alright. I think we do need to go further. I think there's another box. Okay, there's a checkpoint box here. I'm curious whether or not there actually are any boxes after this, or if we can just backtrack after that box. If there's no boxes here, I might just do a death abuse and save time on the backtracking. There's one box. Okay, yeah, that would not have got popped by the. That would not have got popped by the nitro switch, 100%. No, I need to stress about it, how I'm looking forward to it once you get sorted. You're definitely someone worth being patient for. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Thank you, I appreciate that. I just appreciate that you guys like being here and, you know, I've said this a million times. I do this for the fun of it. It's a lot of fun just streaming for you guys, but I think you guys enjoy being here so much. Just means the world to me. Okay. Now we're doing this. So we need to avoid the goober. We need to bounce off the goober when we find him, and that will get us to the death route. The scary part of this is the goober. We only get one shot at its jump. If we mess the jump up, the goober will be gone, and we'll need to die on purpose and retry this whole section. A little bit scary. Let's look at this guy. And also damage on this side, and they go up on that side. So we're going to need to jump on him when he's closer towards the side, like this. Dang it! Okay, that's fine. Alright. Finish it. Yeah, sure. We'll just slide down the hole. Alright. I think that's what we need to do. I just mess a ton. And then we have to go to the right first to get that one... Come on. That one single box. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Something up on my screen. I'm very particular about the order of my windows, and when something's wrong, it throws me. That's okay. That's actually fine. We don't really need the mask right now. Okay. Last box, now we backtrack. Finished my Gymnas O2 kit yesterday. It was a bit of a pain to get the parts to fit together since it was a third-party kit, so I had to file down some of the excess plastic. Oh! But I hope it was still a fun build despite that. I mean, third-party kits are like... You know, it's like the Transformers. Third-party figures does not mean that they're bad by any means. I've only ever had one kit that was like really bad that I didn't finish. And that's because it was a bootleg. It wasn't even just a third-party kit. It was just a bootleg that I was still very new to Gunpla at the time. I didn't really know what I was looking for, and I bought a bootleg of the Master Grade RX-78 version Kotoki. And yeah, it was terrible. Ah, dang it! Man. This is really awkward on the timing, because I feel like if we jump any later, we're not going to have enough distance, but I guess we'll figure it out. It almost feels like I'm doing something wrong here, but I can't see another route through this that will get us where we need to be. Don't we need the one before, we just need the box. The box. You opened it. I came. I've actually not seen Hellraiser, but I like Dead by Daylight, so that's okay. Again, we don't need the masks, we just need the goober. Alright, goober, we need to jump off your face. Okay, we did it! We did it! We're in! We're in! We are in! We are in! We are in! This time for real. 100%. Last time when we see this stupid stage. I don't care if there's a nice number of boxes, but pain in the backside. Please don't mess us up, Helm, because we haven't hit a checkpoint. Oh, this is really scary. I'm really scared to mess this up. Okay, so far so good. Kinda wishing I still had that Aku Aku mask now, I'm not gonna lie. Also, this bit's really scary with the, those guys that you have to skid into are really scary, because I've had runs where I've skidded into them, and they blew up a box, and I got caught in the explosion. Okay, we're safe. We are safe. 100% safe, we've got our checkpoint. This should just be the last walk in here. Don't know how I got in here, but we'll take it. Okay, I thought, oh shoot. Yeah, okay. Well, you know, it was going too well, we had to die eventually. Wow, we're doing so bad they're giving us 2 Kitty Aku masks. That's depressing. I didn't even know that they could do 2. I thought we only got 1. It's gonna help here. Oh, well, it doesn't help for the problem we have. Okay. Actually, I guess we could damage boost to that guy if we wanted to. Oh, that does not help. You'd think these guys change their positions quicker than they do. Oh, come on. Slippery platform at the end there. Had my toe on the platform. Crash, can't you clench your toes any harder? Now you need to do is not lose all 70 lives. I'm not saying that's impossible. But, well, we're down to 68. You really let me jump? Yeah, yeah. Again, I'm pretty sure that in the... It might be my imagination, but I could have sworn that in the PS1 version, I feel like you had a little bit more leniency on these jumps. It might just be because it's been a long while since I've played it, but I do not remember these jumps being as tight as they are in this version. Right, now we're good, now we're good. Here we go, finally did it. Only took us nearly an hour for this one stupid level, but we got there in the end. 69 out of 69 boxes. Extremely nice. Also, the gem and the crystal kind of look suggestive, so, you know, extra comedy there. Alright, whew! I'm not sad to see the back of that level. But the Gem Episode 2 might just be an age thing since it was manufactured in 2013. I've heard the more recent third-party kits are pretty decent quality now. I can see it. I've never bought a third-party Gundam kit, but I have bought a... Well... Thank you, Zordon. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've not bought a third-party Gundam kit, but I have bought model kits from like companies that you maybe haven't heard as much about. There's a line, I think it's by a Chinese company called ATK Go. They're all basically like Mecha Musume. I bought one of those, and that was a really, really fun kit to build. Like, incredibly good color separation, despite the fact that there's like no stickers on it at all. Like, everything's color molded. And it's just an original design, so I guess I've got a bit more freedom with it, but yeah, honestly, really nice kits. I actually saw a mermaid one recently in the same line, which, I'm not gonna lie, mermaids aren't normally like my thing. I really like this one design for it. I may have to look into that, getting that. Crash slipped off a lot of stuff because of these new hitbox. Oh, hell no! Crash Bandicoot got the janky-ass hitbox. Hey, speaking of janky-ass things, we've got a jetpack here, which is... it's fine. It's a gimmick that exists. It's not the most fun, honestly, but the levels are pretty harmless. The controls for this are really weird, though. So, the controls for this are X to go forward, and, well, I say X or A, depending on which controller you're using. So your jump is forward, and circle or B, so crouch, is backwards. I don't know, it does not feel like a very intuitive control scheme to me. Granted, this is like the PS1 era where, you know, no one knew how to control anything back then. It was all kind of hope for the best, but... The jetpack was the coolest thing when I was a kid, and I played... Oh, dang it! And I played it, yeah. So, laughing to death, you're gonna... I told a story in one of my previous videos, I have a story for you that will probably make you extremely sad. Because it makes me extremely sad. When I was a wee Helmlet, as a tiny child, I had a Crash Bandicoot figure. And when I say I had a Crash Bandicoot figure, I had one of those Crash Bandicoot figures. The ones that are these days extremely hard to find and extremely valuable. Now, the part of the story that is tragic is, it's not the part that I opened the figure. Because, personally, I am not a believer in keeping things on card. I buy figures to put them on a shelf, you know? The tragic part of this is the part where Helm-Chan played with it a little bit too hard. And Crash Bandicoot, well, I pointed out earlier how Crash has an extremely pinchable waist. Yeah, very pinchable waist. He snapped in half at his waist. And broke. And you know what? I have to give credit to the company. I don't know whether it was the manufacturer or whether it was the supplier, but Lady Helm phoned up the company that one of the companies, either the manufacturer or the supplier, one of them. And she said to them, hey, you know, we bought this figure and it broke, you know, that's not acceptable. And to give credit to the company, they sent us a second one. Because the first one I had was this one with the jetpack. The second one they sent was the one with the wakeboard. And you know what? I broke that bloody thing the exact same way too, and I will never forgive myself for it. I really wish I knew whether it was the company that made it or just the shop, but either way, whoever was working customer support that day was far nicer than they should have been. I'll just say that. Then again, I have another story of something like that actually. Not as tragic because unfortunately, while that story ends with two broken figures that are nowadays very valuable, this is far less dire, but I remember similarly, Lady Helm phoned up one time. She bought me for my birthday one year. She bought me a Pokemon structure deck, you know, like the starter decks. I actually remember which one it was. It was the Nidoran one, where you got Nidoqueen, and I think you got a Nidoking in it as well. And again, me being but a wee Helmlet that didn't know anything about, you know, I don't know anything about card games, I just collect Pokemon cards because haha, Pokemon are funny. I opened it and I was extremely disappointed. I'm like, wait, hold on, there's so many duplicates in this. I've got like 4 Nidoran males and like 1 billion energy cards, like, this is terrible. And Lady Helm, bless her, phoned up. I promise you this is not a bit, this is 100% a thing that happened. Lady Helm phoned up Wizards of the Coast customer services to to complain that she had bought me this structure deck and it had loads of duplicates in it. Nowadays, as someone that plays Yu-Gi-Oh!, I understand how ridiculous that sounds, and I feel, again, really bad for the poor person working customer services that day. But, you know what? I'm sure they had a good chuckle about it as well. And you know what? Considering this was back during the Pokemon boom, it probably wasn't the first time I'd had that conversation. There's an old model kit of Crash. I love model kits. I have a huge Gunpla collection, over 200 strong. And I have a pretty good collection of Digimon kits as well. I love the Digimon Amplified kits. Problem is, though, I can't paint. I have no ability or skill when it comes to painting model kits. So I only really like building model... I can't deal with glue either. Like, if I have to glue things, I'm gonna make a mess. I'm gonna mess it up somehow. It's not gonna be a good time. So the only model kits I like building are ones that are both snap fit and don't require painting. I'm imagining it's an old model kit probably is either one or neither of those, rather. Been collecting classic horror figures. Oh, Death Path. Right. And I'm gonna make some custom. Oh, awesome! I'm not much for horror myself, I'll be honest. I'm a giant baby. I'm too much of a wimp for horror. The closer I get to horror is stuff like Dead by Daylight, because I don't really think about the horror game. It's just like... When you look at the basic mechanics of it, Dead by Daylight is just a very violent tag. You can if you like, yeah. Alright, I think there's actually no boxes on this path, right? There's like 1, 2 at the end here. Is there any more? Alright, I'm actually going to die on purpose here. So we know there's 2 boxes on the left side we need to get. We'll do the right side next, then we'll backtrack to get those 2 that we missed. Because we got the gem, and that's the important thing. So I really like this track. I know it plays in like the early levels as well, but... I don't know, this track is just very relaxing to me. I think because, you know, as a child I played this game a lot, so I saw the first level a heck of a lot. And because this isn't the song from the first level, that sticks in your mind a little bit. I think I just remembered how this level ends, and if it is the one I'm thinking of, it doesn't end in a very kind way. So this platform? Ah, shit. And that would be playable, but I'd love to put a classic Pokemon deck. Pokemon... okay, I know nothing about the Pokemon trading card game in terms of modern gameplay for it. As someone that only ever played the game exceptionally casually, like... My decks were not good. They were awful. But as someone whose experience with it was basically... I think the last set I looked into was like... Neo Genesis, like the very first set that had gold and silver in it. From that perspective, the Pokemon TCG is wild to me now. I saw a card once. A Rattata, a modern Rattata card, right? I am very certain that I have a Raticate that has less HP than that Rattata. If it was still legal, the Rattata would lose HP from evolving into this Raticate, which is insane to me. I mean, everyone knows Power Creep is a real thing in card games, it's not anything new, but... It's very crazy to see stuff like Snorlax with like... Isn't Snorlax the biggest HP now with like 450 or something? That to me is crazy. Like, I remember Charizard having 100, it was like, wow, 100 hit points, that's so big! And when I showed a bunch of just because my mum showed Cannonball to me. Oops. Cannonball, he's got a silly little guy. I like him though. He's kind of cute. I do like how the flame is just Demi Miramon. That's kind of a funny touch. Did we do the backtracking? Okay. Did we do everything? Okay. Far easier than I thought it was. There we go. Easy peasy. The Game Boy Pokemon TCG game was the only way I figured out how to play the first version of the game. The newer stuff is pretty raw. It is, yeah. I played the TCG game. I never owned it, but I had a friend who was kind enough to lend me it. And... okay, this is going to sound really dumb. Has anyone played the TCG Game Boy game? Did you ever run into the character known as Imakuni? He was a very weird character. He's actually like a real guy. He's like just a musician or something. And he has his own trainer card that just says, your active Pokemon is now confused. But there's no benefit to it. It's pure downside. He's just a weird guy that shows up occasionally, right? He scared the heck out of me when I was a wee Helmlet. Because he shows up randomly in the elemental clubs, and you can battle him, and I think he actually gives you like some good stuff when you beat him. But he's got like this really unique music that is kind of, it's a bit weird, it's a bit earthboundish, I would say, going off memory. And I remember the first time I ran into him, I was terrified, because you've got to think of the context, right? We're talking back in the ages of Pokemon Red and Blue. We're talking back when everyone on the playground was whispering about missing No and how badly it would ruin your game. I honestly thought when I found Imakuni that I had run into something like missing No. I panicked and I shut the game off without saying anything, so I was like, oh god, this isn't even my own game, this is my friend's game, I can't ruin my friend's game. And then years later I'm like, no, he's just some guy I just put in the game for fun. I'm like, oh okay. That's far less exciting, but a bit of a relief to hear. I heard a crazy story about how I got a base king. I'll go for it, yeah, I'd love to hear it. But yeah, he is kind of creepy. I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought so. Funnily enough, that wasn't even the only time when I panicked and shut off a Game Boy game for that reason. I remember playing Pokemon Go, which this one was my own copy. But you guys know how Pokemon Go, you have the roaming legendaries, right? You've got Suicune, Raikou, and Entei, you know. You find them once and then they run off and they'll just randomly appear on various routes. I remember finding Raikou in the wild, having no knowledge of this mechanic. The game never made it clear this was the thing that was going to happen. And again, I thought I'd somehow bugged my game out in a very missing no kind of way. Just panicked and shut the whole thing off without saving. And then again, not even years later, that was kind of like, a couple of weeks later, I found out like, oh no, that's just how they work. I just shot around and I'm like, oh okay, dang, I missed out on that. Something that I think you can't really capture these days, you know? I mean, games these days are so polished and clean that I don't think you're gonna really run into too many things that are kind of like they're like unintentionally scary like that anymore. Kind of a shame in a weird way, but then again, maybe for the best. As someone that is very easily scared, I'm not going to argue about things getting a little bit less scary. Dang it, this is so awkward to control. There's like a weird floatiness to it where like you don't stop on a dime, you know, you do kind of keep moving in that direction for a bit, so you've got to kind of plan your movement a bit in advance. And I hate these wires! These wires are the worst obstacle. Yeah, we got lucky that time, but they're just like very, the hitbox was a bit weird. I mean, games can be pretty buggy now. Oh yeah, definitely buggy, but I feel like these days when games bug out, it's often in a way it's just kind of like very like, oh okay, alright, game's bugging out again. Like, when games bug out these days, it's not as catastrophic as it was back in, you know, like the Game Boy days, you know? There will never be another missing, though. So I was 19, and my family took a vacation to New Jersey. Well, on the boardwalk, we found this card shop. My dad said I could go to buy something. I found him basically looking for $30, and when I go to buy it, he looks at me and asks me, a 19-year-old, if I asked my dad for permission before buying it. So I had to leave and drag my dad back just so I could buy a card because he didn't believe I was at the shop. Oh no! Well, I mean, okay, here's the thing, right? When it comes to like getting treated younger than you are, like say you go to buy alcohol when you get carded when you're like 25 or whatever, think of it this way, it's better than the alternative. I would much rather someone look at me and think, oh, clearly this robot must be like, you know, under 18, or I can't be sure they're over 18, I better make sure that they're old enough to buy alcohol, than to look at me when I'm like 17 and think, yeah, you're gonna be at least 30, right? I'm 32, people think I'm still in high school. Some people just get lucky with it, yeah. I was behind a guy the other day in a shop. I was gonna say grocery store, but like, it's a supermarket, that's what I'm looking for, yeah, supermarket. And This guy, I didn't get a good look at the guy, but I wouldn't have necessarily have thought that he would need to be carded. No, I would have thought, maybe he's like 23, 24 or so, something like that. And the cashier asked for the guy's ID. The guy in question, no fuss, he didn't like make any fuss about it, but I saw him smirk as he pulled his ID out, right? Hands it over to the cashier. The cashier looks at him and says, like, he literally says aloud, "Oh, blimey." Like, he was surprised by it, hands it back with a slightly awkward chuckle. The customer, not offended at all, completely good-natured throughout the whole thing, takes the ID back, finishes the transaction. And I say, so afterwards, when I get up there, I'm curious now, so I say to him, like, I say, look, if you're not allowed to tell me, that's fine, but I'm very curious. You asked that guy for ID, how old was he? He was 43! This man was 43, and he passed for, like, being young enough to be carded. And granted, over here, our alcohol policies are 18 years old you can drink at, which kind of makes it even more insane. I'm not gonna lie, I wish I had that kind of luck. Alright, pack a sack down, spaced out, and that's our last stage. But yeah, some people just get lucky, yeah. The genetic lottery is a very real thing, and sometimes you win it, and sometimes you don't. Personally, I don't drink, so it's never been an issue for me, but it's always wild to me when you see people make a big fuss about getting carded. It's like, you know, yeah, maybe you're old enough to drink. You know, maybe you get it asked kind of often and it's kind of tiresome for you, but at the end of the day, when you get asked for your ID, there's two ways this can go. Either you give the cashier your ID, right, yeah, so this stage, we have a gem we can do here. Gem pass. Yeah, if you can give the cashier your ID, have a minor inconvenience and move on with your day, or you can make a big fuss about it, hold everyone up, have a longer inconvenience, and possibly not get served the alcohol that you want to buy. I'm just saying, I know which of the two I would sooner go for. Sooner really add to the model. I mean, fair. Dang it, that's okay. Never even tasted alcohol before? Yeah, that's fair. I have tried alcohol, I don't like it. Like, it's not like a moral thing or anything like that for me. It's not like I'm abstaining from alcohol for some sort of like moral high ground or anything like that. I just don't like it. It tastes terrible. The only time I've ever drunk alcohol and not thought it tasted terrible was when it was basically like one of those, what do they call them? Alco pops, you know, where they're barely alcoholic, you know, there's like a tiny bit of alcohol in, but they're mostly just like syrup and sugar. That was fine, but personally, I'd rather just hold the alcohol and give me the syrup. Okay, let's actually time this correctly this time. Too early, dang it. Have a great night, Hammer, off to bed. Have a great night, Yeti Summer. Always a pleasure to have you here. Have a great night and have a great night's sleep. It's always a pleasure. Kind of curious to see alcohol up to date for the current generation. Yeah, I'd be curious to see that. I mean, I definitely would imagine that things like smoking has definitely gone down considerably, you know, but, yeah, I'd be curious about that, actually. Like, just whether that's a moral thing, or like a taste thing, or even just a cost thing, honestly, because let's be honest, alcohol is not cheap. Not at all. I normally get Lady Helm a bottle of Baileys for Christmas, and, I don't begrudge paying for it, she enjoys it, but, dang it! I'm just saying, you could buy an awful lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards for that money. And you know that the hobby has become a problem when you start using it as a way of valuing other things. Nah, it's not a problem, it's not a problem. I do not overspend on Yu-Gi-Oh much. I don't want to taste alcohol. My dad has tried to convince me to before when I turned 21. He respected my decision not to. Oh, good. Yeah, good for him. I'm glad that he respected your decision too. Yeah, never force anyone to try something they don't want to try. Oh, let's look at it. Nope. Okay, we're good. We're good. I thought I'd mess up again. Ah, dang it. Again, I swear these guys' hitboxes are slightly off. It might just be skill issue, honestly, but I could have sworn they are slightly off there. I think we do need to do this path as well, I think there's like a nitro switch at the end of this path. There's definitely a gem either way, so we definitely need to do it one way or another. It's music's pretty bopping. Hitbox is super weird. I'm glad I'm not the only one that thinks so. I'm glad again, I thought I was kind of going crazy for a moment there, but I'm glad I'm not the only one that thinks that they have got a weird hitbox. Oh, come on! Dang it! Oh, dang it. Let's try and break these quicker. I end up having to make all these jumps to get them off. Alright. This is the last level though, so I mean, I'm not in a rush to finish it, but I think looking at the time, actually guys, I think what we will say, I think we will probably hold Crash 3 for a new stream. This is gonna be a super long stream. I mean, we're approaching the 3-hour mark, so it's not been like a short one. But I think that if we go into Crash, whoa, what am I doing? If we go into Crash 3, I think tackling that with a fresh pair of eyes, and okay, now that one, I don't want to judge on that one. Judge! Come on, that did not even look close to accurate. Come on, I am not one to make excuses for being bad at a game. I do not need an excuse to be bad at a game, I just am bad at a game. But that really was a dodgy hitbox. Come on, game. But yeah, what I was saying was, I think we'll make Crash 3 a new stream. I think that this has been a decent length, and I think it'd be better to end the stream while I'm still relatively energetic, rather than power into Crash 3 a bit and kind of wear myself ragged. Especially because we are getting into the holiday season, and unfortunately I am very busy in the holiday season. We might be a little bit fewer streams the next couple of weeks. We'll see. I'm going to be doing what I can, of course, but yeah, I think that'll probably be what we'll do tonight. So we'll finish up Crash 2 and then we'll see if there's a batch and give a range to. First, I've actually got to finish Crash 2, which, if that other Futures level was anything to go by, may not be such a quick task. We could possibly be here a while. Again, though, final level. It's supposed to be hard. I can't be mad about the last level being difficult. What I can be mad about is these stupid hitboxes. That's fine. We'll second mask on that. That's fine. Alright. Down. Up. Okay. Hey, let's go. First part down. So this level has like one of these platforms for every coloured gem, so you need to do every coloured gem in order to finish this section. Also, this section became much easier once I realised you could do the spin on these projectiles here. Holy crap. Like, hilariously easier. I remember these platforms, these green and orange ones, they actually have a hurt box on the orange parts that actually will damage you. I remember them being quite janky at one point. I actually think they may have possibly, like, patched them to be a bit better, because I haven't had any issues with them this run. Touch wood. You know, it's not too late, could always go wrong. Alright. Was the first part the hard part? Are we on the easy bit now? Here we go. Alright. Yeah, that literally was just the first stretch. And now that we've got the gem, we can just jump into a pit. Because we need to get a box gem. I don't actually stop drinking as much once he knew I was being born, because he wanted to be at least a decent normal for me. That's really admirable for him, and that seems like a great guy. Anyone that would take that sort of thing for themselves? Oh, there we go, see? Yeah, I jumped into that and took damage. Yeah, anyone that would, like, acknowledge that they need to make changes to themselves for, you know, for having a chance, like, that's really admirable. Good on your dad. Okay, this is a bit awkward. One thing I do know about these things is that if you jump into them while they're descending, they will actually damage you. I think I need to drop down and slide into this guy, right? Last one here. There we go. There we go. And this guy I think we need to jump off of, just like we did before. Maybe not, there's no boxes up there, never mind. Oh, this is scary. This is really scary. Alright. Okay, actually that wasn't as bad. I thought that was going to be a lot harder than it was. Oh, we should be pretty straight shot through to the end now then. Okay, unless I jump into more of the janky ass tentacle hitboxes, but it is what it is. I don't know how we got away with that, but you know what? I'll take a junky hitbox in my favour for once. Love to see it. Actually own 3 gold rare Pokemon cards and a Delta Species type version. Nice! Delta Species are the ones where they like change all their types about, right? I'm pretty sure I just walked on that flame thing there, but you know, again, not going to complain when it works for my favour. I remember seeing one of those many years ago. A friend I knew at the time had I think it's Delta Species, unless I'm thinking of a different mechanic. They had a Mewtwo that was lightning, or electric type rather, and it really blew my mind. I'm like, wait, what? Electric Mewtwo? That's crazy. But actually, it's something really good. It's kind of funny, actually. Dang it, that box jumped into my face. Oh well. It's kind of wild when you think about it, really, because that kind of was Terra typing before Terra typing was a thing, huh? Oh, wait, that works out. Hey, please don't jump into me again. Okay, I just messed that one up. That was just me jump. Oh, wait, I'm the dumbass. I don't go over that, I go under it, obviously. Duh. Duh. I can't make that jump, I don't think. I think I do need to actually just go underneath it, right? That will just, go right to go down again. Yeah. Much easier. Put more of these locked crates to body slam. Crash looks like he always has so much fun when he does the body slam. I'm not gonna lie, the body slam is actually part of why I prefer playing as Crash to Coco. Because Coco doesn't do a body slam, she does like a foot stomp, and it's fine, like animation's not bad, but I don't know. Crash just thinks he's having such a good time about it. Got a species type costs $12 and teaches you. Oh wow, nice. Quite a valuable one then. I need to look into how much Fenrir is going for, Kashtira Fenrir. I need to get a playset of that. I was holding off because I thought there was a chance they might limit it or ban it in the TCG, but I guess I figured that banning a Rise Heart is just good enough. This bit here, okay, this particular jump. This jump is possible without spinning. It's really difficult though. This became so much easier once I realized you could do that. Holy crap. Okay, I just kind of like went into that guy's face. I can't be mad about that. Alright, I think that might be the last checkpoint for the level. $60 boxes, we get our crystal. Just gotta walk it in without any skill issues. Well, you know, I mean, we've not been I've been playing poorly all night. Why should that change now, right? I think that was literally the final obstacle in the level that got me as well. Alright, let's not walk into the stupid shrink rate. In fact, we can just do this. Just spin it. And get our final clear gem for our final level. Alrighty. On to the final challenge, and unfortunately, although I love this game, and this is my favourite Crash Bandicoot game, it does not stick the landing. It is a bit of an underwhelming finale, that's what I'm looking for. You only 4 Pokemon cards. Oh, I might. I know that I had some Japanese ones when I was very young, but cutscene. See what I say. He's having such a good time.
Yes! My plan is nearly complete. And I have you, Crash Bandicoot, to thank for it. Engine, what's happening? What's that? Is she stealing our signal?
Crash, Cortex isn't gonna use the crystals to contain the planet's energy. He's gonna harness the force and use it to power the super Cortex vortex he's built on his space station. One blast and the ray will cover the entire world, turning everyone into Cortex's mindless slaves. Crash, don't let him have those crystals!
Engine, you fool! She's telling him everything! Yes, we're back now. Pardon the, interruption. Crash, bring me crystals!
Cortex was a bad guy this entire time? I, for one, am shocked. Shocked and appalled. But yeah, it is time for final boss. I don't remember that cutscene being as long in the original version. It might might be that I just, again, don't remember because it's been a hot minute. I don't remember Coco talking to you and giving you all of that little plot dump, but maybe I'm wrong. But if that was added for this version, that's extremely funny that they felt the need to have a more spelled out plot dump in case you somehow didn't figure it out. Anyway, it's time for the final boss. I was 100%, well, we've got 97%, and I'm pretty sure Cortex is the last 3 we need. So we're gonna do it. Into the Cortex fight. Except, fight is a bit of a strong word in this context. Yeah, Cortex's final boss fight in this game is kind of dumb. Good music. We're in a jetpack, and literally, we just have to chase him. He can't damage us, and we just have to chase him, not hit rocks, and spin into him. The mines here don't even kill you. If I hit a mine, I'm doing it on purpose. It just slows you down. Basically, this is just a challenge for can you hold A without hitting obstacles long enough to spin him twice. Literally it. It's a real letdown. You can fail this level. If you take too much time or you hit too many obstacles, eventually Cortex will find like an escape route. Like I guess escape at the end, but not today, Cortex. Star Fox and Super Mario 64. Combination of everything we needed. Heck yeah. Right, but we get the speed shoes. So this is new to this version of the game, but let's watch the ending first.
You haven't seen the last of me, Crash Bandicoot.
Crash, what do you suppose happened to Cortex? And what about the Cortex Vortex? It's still up there.
So this is the normal ending. This is the ending you get if you don't collect every gem, don't have 100%. Obviously, we do. We only got that because it's the first time we're clearing out this file, so we're going to skip through the credits. And we're going to go and get our 100% ending. Even the fact, Crash or Sonic. I don't know. I feel like Sonic just because of the speed. Oh.
You have acquired all of the gems. Incredible. The crystals are not the only means of harnessing planetary energy. The gems have that ability as well. And with them, I can destroy the Cortex Vortex forever. Let me warp you to my completed laser installation.
I do think they kind of, I do think they went a little bit too hard on his manicness here, but yeah. So I think we just go here, and we can now go up. Rio Gaines rise up. Alright, we don't even have to redo the boss. We just go up. We can use the power of the gems.
We are ready, Crash. Would you like to do the honors?
It's really weird how Rio never comes back to aid Crash in any way. I guess it's more of like allies of convenience. He doesn't really want to help Crash, he just wanted to screw over Cortex, but that's our 100% ending. For getting all the gems, we destroy the Cortex Vortex and it plummets down to Earth. Is he a good guy now? I think he's more of chaotic neutral. I think he just wants to screw Cortex in particular. And that's it. We get unceremoniously dumped back into the title screen, in the warp room. And that is Crash Bandicoot 100% complete. Before we forget, let's just save our game. And then we'll save our game. And, you know, just to be 100% certain about this, just to make sure there's no doubt about it, I think we'll just save our game real quick. There we go. So there are the time trials. I'm not worried about doing the time trials in this. We have the can you not do it in the hub? Okay. We have the speed boots now, which allow you to run faster. It's kind of designed to be a mechanic to make the time trials a bit more doable, but again, I don't really want to do the time trials for 1 and 2. I don't think these levels are really designed for them. Maybe it'll be something I do as like a little bonus stream after or something. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. We will be doing them for Crash 3 though. Crash 3 the time trials are mandatory for 100%. In fact, in that game it goes to 105%. But we will be doing those ones, and I'm not looking forward to them. Crash 3 time. I think we're going to save Crash 3 for another stream. I've still got energy enough that I could go longer, but I think we had a decent length stream. It's a good 3-hour stream, and I think this is a good point to stop off. And then we can just go fresh into Crash 3 next week. I think that'll be the play. Because Crash 3 is a long one. Partially because of the relics. The time trials are going to definitely add to the length of that game, that's for sure. Did you hear about the special CD? You mean CD's nuts? Okay. We always love a D's nuts joke. Oh yeah, so I'm going to take us over to our chatting screen. We'll do our little post-stream wind down, power down, and we'll discuss plans for next week, okay? So I'll see you guys there in just a second. Keep your hands clear of the closing doors, and I'll see you there in just a moment. CD's nuts. Got him. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. I certainly had a lot of fun with it. I love Crash Bandicoot. This series means a lot to me. It's not just my favorite game of all time. Every one of these games, as I've said, does have some significance towards me. Crash Bandicoot 1 was the first ever 3D video game that I ever saw. Literally, I'd never seen a 3D game before at the time. Blew my mind. A friend showed me it, and they let me have a go on it. I'm like, wait, how do I make him walk away from the screen? That was just an alien concept to me at the time. Crash 2 was one of the first PS1 games I owned. We owned this, along with Soul Blade, and Disney's action game featuring Hercules. So, probably the first 3D game I ever actually owned myself. And Crash Bandicoot 3 is a little bit special. It's going to be a bit of a story, in fact, when we get to Crash Bandicoot 3. And you know what? I'm going to tease you guys with that. Well, I'll go into the story of Crash Bandicoot 3 and why Crash Bandicoot 3 is a little bit extra special for me next time when we go into it. Of course, guys, we are going to be doing more streams next week. I haven't got my schedule exactly set out yet. It will obviously be going up on my Twitter as always. If you're not following me there, best way to find out when I'm going to be streaming next. I'm going to be looking to, at the very least, continue FF4 and Crash Bandicoot. We may miss a Master Duel week. I don't know yet. I need to see because, again, this time of year things get very busy for me, so I may be not available to stream as much. I might be though. I'm not going to say for certain that we're not going to be able to do more streams. I don't want to be a doomsayer about it, but I just want to let you guys know that there's a chance that may be the case. But we'll see how things go. We'll be doing Crash 3, doing more FF4, maybe some Master Duel. We'll see how it goes out. For now, though, guys, we need to do a raid for someone. And unfortunately, I was going to raid my best friend Yomi, who's doing a comfy ASMR stream where she was building some Lego, but I have just seen she is just finishing up, so there's no point us raiding into her and then pinball you guys all over the place. I'm sure you guys would not appreciate a pinball raid, so... Oh, I see someone we can raid. What are they up to? Have a quick peek, make sure we're not I want to make sure that we're not, I've done this before, but I've raided into someone while they stepped away from a sec. I want to make sure that I'm not raiding into someone away or about to step away. But I think we're good here. I'm just going to, make sure we're okay on this, but I'm thinking we're going to raid into... Okay, it looks like they're not going away anytime soon, so we're going to raid into Sane Cisco. Sane Cisco's another VTuber. They do all kinds of different content, and they've been very supportive for both me and Yomi. Again, Yomi is my best friend. Please check her out. But yeah, I think we're going to go raid to Sane. They're doing a just chatting stream, memeing on a certain Twitch trend. I'll just say that and leave it for you guys to be surprised. So, guys, as always, thank you for being here. It's been an absolute pleasure to serve you. You've all been wonderful guests. Always a delight to have you here. Hope to see some of you next week for some Final Fantasy 4, Crash, and maybe some Master Duel, depending on how things pan out for my timing. But if not, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I hope to see you all again very, very soon. Thank you all for being here, and I'll see you soon. Oh, wait, almost forgot. Almost forgot the important thing. The message, right. The message, perfectly normal maid raid. This is our raid message, our standard raid message. Oh, Melody, it's okay, you can stick around for raiding into Sane. We're going to raid Sane. So here's our raid message. Of course, if you're not subscribed and you don't have the emote, absolutely no problem with that. Of course, feel free to leave out the emote or put in a regular heart, whatever you'd rather do. Let's try this one more time. As always, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for everyone that's supported with a follow, a sub, or even just being here and hanging out in the chat. It's always a pleasure to have you guys around. and I hope to see you all again very, very soon. Please give your love to Sane, and have a wonderful evening.